All right. Looks like we are live. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. So I've got a great show for you guys. It's going to be a lot of awesome stuff to talk about, a lot of different things to go over. I am looking forward to talking to you guys about awesome video game content. So man, this is going to be great, man. What is good, everyone? So big love to everybody here. Welcome. I know we had a huge show yesterday between the Mario Kart. Man, it seemed like it was farther ago than yesterday because of all the situation that happened, like how much I streamed yesterday. But I don't know, the official numbers yesterday, guys, were 12 hours. 12 hours of streaming yesterday from the morning to the evening birthday stream. I want to once again say thank you to everybody who made it out to my stream yesterday, my birthday stream. And it was, like I said, the love and support was crazy. So that was awesome. But the grind never stops. I mean, like, listen, in one ear, out the other when it comes to some of the stuff, or we keep moving because we've got official pre-order information, release date, you know, all that good stuff. We're gonna go over everything. We got trade-in deals, we got times for certain places, we've got best practices to go over. There's gonna be a lot of repeating information over the next number of days. April 24th, that's this upcoming Thursday. So I got to get you guys ready for pre-orders, get you guys the best practices for pre-orders. A lot of you guys, this is your first time maybe being able to pre-order a system yourself, or first time that you're going to be getting the system at launch. So we're going to be getting you guys ready. I've been through this. This is my officially, since I've been able to actually buy systems, this is my let me see, Wii U and Switch. This is my fourth launch actually being able to to be able to buy systems myself. So this is 20 something years I've been trying to get systems at launch. Now I did it before the internet era, like the internet era, like in the Wii era. The 3DS, I think the girlfriend that I had at the time bought that for me, but nobody really pre-ordered it, so it didn't matter. You can get one anywhere. But yeah, the Wii was tough to get at launch. So I have a lot of experience, so I'm going to be walking you guys through this. Best practices, best things to do, all that good stuff. So we're going to be going through that and all the different deals in terms of what you can do to make the system cheaper. It's pretty much going to be a comprehensive breakdown. Like I said, from now till Thursday, we're just going to be going over it, answering questions, discussing different games coming out. So yeah, let's get into the shout outs though. For those that are here in the chat, my man Dior is here. Party Man Kart is here. What is good, Party Man? Shout outs, Party Man. I know you've been hearing it, man, with people online with Mario Kart. Hey man, listen, I'll say this real quick before we get into more of the shout outs, guys. Like, listen, I get it, the price is high for people. Some people can't afford it, some people can't afford it, some people think that it's this, and some people think it's that. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're a consumer, you know, you vote with your wallet, and really that's all it comes down to. Like, I think it just comes down to that. Like, people, you know, say drop the price, like they tried to get it, and like I respect that. Like, I respect people trying to show, you know, like, hey, look, hopefully we can get a cheaper price. Now, I knew it wouldn't work, but I respect it, you know what I'm saying? But I think that there was a lot of journalists that were trying to say that Nintendo fans were telling them to drop the price of the console. That was not the case. From what I understand, the console price was not the problem, because the tech that we're getting was better, significantly better than the Steam Deck, and it comes with a dock. So it's a better piece of tech than Steam Deck. Steam Deck is $400, and you get better technology, you get better graphics, you get better frame rates, you get better everything. So most people were not upset about the price of the system. They knew it was pricier than before, but they weren't upset with the price. It was the price of Mario Kart. That was really it. So I think journalists, Western journalists, trying to transformed it into the price of the system is the problem, you know, which I don't think that was the case. But anyway, that's my thought process on that. Paul Gale Network, what's up, Paul Gale? Figure Drawing is here. What's up, Figure Drawing? Wilbur Rooster, at least they have the ad revenue they generated from complaining about Switch 2 to buy it now. That's true. Yep. But that was never going to be a problem, though, regardless. Like I said, you can't put content creators in the same boat as, like, regular people, because you just can't. Like, ones that do it for a living, you just can't, because, once again, we can write off anything. Once again, we can make a video on anything, and like, if we want a game, we can make a video on the game, and then it pays for the game, you know? So we can't you can't compare us. So once again, any content creator, like I said, and there's no hate. Like I made my own video about 80, and it wasn't to pay for it, guys. Obviously, my own video wasn't to pay for it, but it was simply speaking as a consumer, taking yourself out of the content creator. $80 is not really for any content creator, you know, that's doing this full time. That's not, it doesn't really matter. Like let's just be real. It's irrelevant, right? But if you're speaking for like the consumer or as a consumer, you're taking your head out of the content creator space. And I think that's where the videos are coming from. Content creators spend hundreds of dollars on games. Like they'll spend on big collector editions. They'll spend on all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's really more of a talking point to discuss and what people are talking about, not because they're personally offended or anything like that. I mean, like you got multimillionaires talking about $10, and like I said, they buy assault rifles and all sorts of stuff. So they're not really upset about the $10 or anything. It's speaking for consumers. You know. Let's see here. Let's see here. Figure Giant, what's up, Figure Giant? Welcome though. Party Man, shout outs. Christopher Lenton, what's good? Welcome. Gina Baby, how's my birthday? My birthday was great yesterday. Thank you. I think Juice Man Vaughn is here. What's up, Juice Man Vaughn? Welcome. General Zamora, what's up, General Zamora? Welcome to the stream. Just traded my Xbox Series X and PS Portal to GameStop today for $479 for the Switch 2 bundle. Kept my Steam Deck and PS5, bro. I'm ready. You know what? Yeah, you know what? You got to trade in what you got to trade in, man. Listen, it is what it is. Like, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you're stupid for trading in your Xbox or traded in, you know, your PS Portal. You know, you're a grown man, Lex. I don't care if you trade in your Switch. I don't care if you trade in whatever. You guys can trade in whatever you want. Like I said, a real consumer advocate would never sit here and tell you guys to not get something to get something else. Like a real consumer advocate would never do that. Would never tell you guys that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real consumer advocate is going to be for you guys. Oh, you traded in that to get some money towards it? Cool. Oh, you don't want that anymore? Okay, cool. What are you going to get? That's what a real consumer advocate is. Stop trying to... The only thing that kind of grinds my gears, it's not people complaining like fans. It's these fake content creators. It's these fake grifters that are trying to act like they're for you when they're just essentially projecting their own feelings on being angry and trying to act like they're for themselves. And you guys know who I'm talking about. They're not for the consumer. They're for themselves. You guys are all grown men and women. Do what you want. If you need to trade in something, trade it in. If you don't want to buy something, don't buy it. If you want to buy something, buy it. Now, I have my own opinions, and that's fine, but my own opinions are not your opinions, you know? So, just like I said, I never got mad at anybody who bought a PS5 Pro. I called it somewhat of a scam because there's no disc drive in there. Did I tell you guys one time to never buy a PS5 Pro? No, actually, I said the opposite. I said if you're looking for good frame rates and you play your PS5 all the time, it might be worth it to eat the cost and get it, you know? So I said the exact opposite despite me feeling differently, you know, even before I got mine. Shout outs to Pink Gratina with the $20. Yo, hey, yo. Hope you had an awesome day. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Pink. I appreciate you, young lady. And yeah, hope you're doing good too. Hopefully you're well. Like I said, we got to do a dual stream sometime, Pink. We got to do a dual stream. We got to let people know. We got to do a dual stream or like a podcast. Let people know about your channel. Let people know about what you got going on. Because this chick can kick your butt in Street Fighter, in Apex Legends, and what else? I mean, you play all sorts of stuff. You know, she can kick your butt in damn near everything. So people got to see your skills. So we got to link up. I'll send you a DM. Let's do like a dual stream sometime. All right. Let's see, or like a podcast. Shout outs to Pink Routine. Thank you for the $20. Also, big love to Johnny with the $2.99. And Poke UFO says, name a game the PS4 can play at 120 frames per second. The Switch 2 price is justified. Can't wait for the teardown to prove the Sony ponies wrong. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would say that the Switch 2 price itself isn't justified. That makes, if you think that the Steam Deck is justified with the price, then you can't sit here and tell me that the Switch 2 is not justified for the price. Like, for the tech that's inside, I mean, Digital Foundry said that the tech inside of it warrants the price. But yeah, from anything that you can say, like, oh, like a portable or like a hybrid system, the power that you're getting in the Switch 2, once again, is above Steam Deck. It's better than Steam Deck. It comes with the dock. Steam Deck does not come with the dock for the $400 model. You know, Steam Deck OLED comes with more internal memory, and it comes with the case, but it still doesn't come with the dock, and that's $550 with the OLED screen. So they jacked the price up quite a bit. They give you, what was it, for the $550, they give you, I think, They give you 256 more memory, and they give you an OLED screen, and that costs $150 more for those two things. I mean, Switch 2 gets you a dock, more power, 120 frames per second screen, a VRR, plus the Joy-Cons, which is more expensive to manufacture moving parts that have HD Rumble built in than a modular system that's not. So to me, if you're just basing it off of looking at Steam Deck as a floor level, I think it's very clear that the Switch 2 price for the Switch 2 itself is actually justified. In my opinion, I don't think it's that bad. So I don't know why people are saying that the price is not. I mean, I think it's like some content creators, but I think they just don't know the tech inside of it. Like they don't necessarily understand, or they don't know the tech. But anybody that knows the tech inside of it, if you've seen Digital Foundry's breakdown, or even if you believe what Nvidia says, like if you believe 10 times stronger than the Switch 1, then I think it's very clear that the Switch 2 is worth that price based off of what we know, But once again, it's opinion. You don't have to believe me or anything like that. Happy belated birthday. You look great, bro. Thank you so much, Walter. I appreciate that. Thank you. I turned 52 this week. Let's see here. Switch 2 will most likely continue Nintendo's dominance, even Xbox is pinning to its potential. Yeah. You missed my peasant pledge. Oh yeah, 41 months. Thank you so much, Steam Deck Lex. Thank you for the 41 months. I was trying to read your comment. And I saw that the 41 months, but I wanted to read your comment that you said. DeAndre with the $2.17. Thank you so much, DeAndre. I appreciate that. So yeah, can't use the system's full features because it's blocked behind a paywall. Never a fan. What features are you talking about? Let's see here. Seems everyone is gushing about Switch 2 Pro controller sticks. Nintendo may have hit something. Yeah, I mean they did. The prices did go up for accessories, so instead of $90, it's $95 now. So things are pricey, but the Switch 2 Pro controller seems like it's going to be pretty good. Paul Gale Network, he came on yesterday to talk about it, and like the smooth gliding sticks, it seems like it's pretty high quality. So that's gonna be good. You look 24. Yeah, right. You're 24. You're 24 years old, not me. I was 24 a long time ago. Oh man, that's funny. Shout out to Pink. You're awesome. You're the best. Let's see here. The generation of GPU inside Steam Deck and AMD is not even close to comparable what Nvidia is producing at the time. The Switch 2 should be significantly more powerful than the Steam Deck. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good. I don't know if it's going to be like, oh my god, it's like a like I don't know about that, but it's going to be like a good step above it. Once again, the Steam Deck 2 is coming, but the Steam Deck 2 is probably going to cost $500 something. Like I think it's going to cost quite a bit. Like I don't see them getting it at a $400 price tag for Steam Deck 2. I mean, if they do, I'd be very, very, very impressed, and they'd be taking a massive hit if they did. Like just because of how everything's not catching up. Like the price and the parts aren't catching up to like the tech is above the pricing. The pricing is above the tech. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting great tech, but it's still so expensive. In the past, tech used to get cheaper as time goes on, right? Like certain tech, but it's like not now at this point, right? Like it's still expensive for even older tech, So things aren't really like the inflation is just jacking things up, No, your regular SD card will not work for Switch 2. You need a new Express SD card. You need a new Express SD card. Your regular SD card will not work. Christopher Lynn says, dude, I'm 40. I thought you were close. You look amazing for 52. Yeah, guys, I'm not 52 years old. So I usually tell you guys during my birthday stream, I'm not 52. I'm not 52. I'm not 52 years old. It's really a running joke that like every year I get older and older. One year I went back to where I was 29 years old. I think one year I was 29. One year I was like 31. One year I was like 4. I think I was in my 40s for a while. I'm 38. I was in my 40s for a while. Like I was in my 50s. Like one year, I think 2 years in a row, like Beat Queen caught me. I was like 50 years old for like 3 years in a row. I was like 50, 50, 51. So then this year we went to 52. So it's like an inside joke. I should have actually said it during my birthday stream, but I didn't. But yeah, I'm not 52 years old. No, it's okay. I get everybody every year. Like people that have been here for a while, you guys like Party Man, they all laugh. Like that's why you'll see people whenever I talk about like how my age, people will say you're lying, or people will call me out because the people that have been here know that I'm not that old. That I'm not. I mean, nothing wrong with being 52 years old. Like You know, shout out to my man MVG. I think he's like in his 50s. He looks great. But no, I turned 38. Let's see. Rob Navarro with the $9.99 to say, man, I've been wanting to ask, ship to home address safe or pick up? I live in a decent neighborhood, thanks. You know what? You got to be careful with ship to home address, because if you ship to home address, a lot of them will leave it on the front porch. So make sure, if you're going to do ship to home address, good question, Rob. If you're going to do ship to home address, have a camera and have something that tells you, like right now, guys, I'm dead serious. If you're going to do ship to home address, put a camera, put an alert. I recommend Simply Safe. Simply Safe system, or whatever you want to do, Ring doorbell. But if you're going to do that, put it and where it sends a notification to your phone. So if you're at work or if you're somewhere, you know when that was packaged, like, you know it's there. Like, it sends you that it's there. So if you need to leave to go get it or whatever, because there will be porch thieves. There will be, people got their PS5 stolen. People got their Xboxes stolen. There will be you don't think porch thieves know around this? They will be looking. Thieves will be looking in good neighborhoods, in bad neighborhoods, and it can be Smokey, Craig and Day Day. You know what I'm saying? It can be Smokey's house. It can be anywhere. It can be Beverly Hills, 90210. People are looking to jack your ish. So if I were you, I highly suggest camera, and I highly suggest like highly detailed camera, okay? And one that sends you video feed of anybody that walks to your door. You can do it in an apartment. Like I said, I suggest Simply Safe because you can do it all remotely through your phone. I have cameras pinned on my backyard. I have cameras pinned in my front yard. I have voice communication where if somebody's up there, I can like, hey, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have everything all set up, highly detailed. So I recommend them, but you can get whatever you feel that you want to get, but I recommend that. Do not allow someone to steal your package, because they will. They will steal it. So yeah, they steal, but here's the thing. Porch thieves know when hot stuff is coming out. They're going to know that, oh, Switch 2 is coming. Like, somebody who's a thief, they're going to think of ways to be a thief. And Switch 2 is going to be a hot commodity, right? So they're going to be looking, oh, that date, Switch 2s are going to be shipped to people's houses. They're going to be tailing Amazons, and sometimes it's an inside job. Sometimes you got people that are inside at Amazon and stuff like that, right? So you never know. So just be careful. Just be careful. Let's see here. Let's see. We need a Wikipedia for OJ to see what correct age is. I'm honestly, I'm 38, guys. I was 37. I turned 38. I was 37, then I turned 30. I think I look around my age. So, I mean, maybe I can go for a little bit early 30s. Maybe I can go for like 40, but I look around my age, mid 30s, mid late 30s. Let's see. DeAndre. Oh, my bad. DeAndre, thank you for the $2. And he says, the Mario Kart bundle would be $790 here after tax for me. But hey, at least we got free healthcare. Yeah. Gonna be a while before I can afford Switch 2. I suggest trading in your Switch 1. GameStop will have programs, which we will go over, where you can get some, or sell your Switch 1. One of those two things. I suggest trading it in, or basically buy the Switch 2 and then trade in your Switch. And you should be able to knock about $100 or $200 off that price to make it a bit more affordable. That's because like Switch 2 is pretty much almost 1,000%, almost 100% backwards compatible with Switch 1. So yeah. Let's see here. He says, Dalton says, OJ, I just turned 28 and I'll trade my hairline for yours. Oh man, you must be in dire straits if you trade your hairline for mine. There must be a SOS if that's the case. Hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good. You got to get on that HIMS. So yeah, man, I want to keep Zelda Switch though. Oh, you got a Zelda Switch? Yeah, if you got a Zelda Switch, if that's your main Switch, I would keep it and probably just try to save up, Shout outs to Rob though. Thank you for the $10 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the $10. Did I see it? 20, 25, 26, 27, 27. Why am I at 29? Hold up. That's weird. 25, 26, 27. Okay, that's 32. That's 32. That's 42. We're at 42. What are we doing on the count here? Shout outs, guys. Thank you for the support today. You guys are out here. I forgot to do my notifications, but we out here tonight. Let's do combo breaks. And also overclock. Let's go. Shout outs. Let's get it.
Overclock Buster.
40 minutes. Or no, sorry, my bad. 30 minutes extended. 3 more combos. And we are at a 45-minute extension on today's stream. Let's go. Bro, I might look 32, but I'm actually 67. Okay, 67 years old. Ninjas, you get $175 for the red box Switch OLED trade-in. GameStop right now towards the Switch 2. I thought it was $175. I thought it was for the OLED. Okay, yeah, Switch. You did say that. I'm stupid. Sorry. Okay, I'm keeping my family together. OG Switch, Switch OLED, Switch Lite, and Switch 2 when it drops. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna trade in anything towards the Switch 2. I'm just gonna buy it outright. You know. I'm not showing them the Jerry Rice hairline. No Jerry Rice hairline today. Is it okay? Can I do pre-order Switch online instead of in person? Yeah, you can do it online. There'll be online pre-orders pretty much everywhere, so you can do it online if you want. Big Pern. Yeah. Let's see. He says, I think you meant Dreamcast guy. Says that he doesn't think the Switch 2 is worth the price. Yeah. Once again, and that's fine. That's also fine. People are allowed to not think it's worth the price. But once again, Dreamcast guy, he's more of a PlayStation fan. So, of course, he's not going to think it's worth the price. Once again, he didn't think Super Mario Wonder was worth it at all. He said it was not that good of a game. It was not that great. He didn't think it was worth the $60 price. He doesn't really, he said that he doesn't even like playing his Switch anymore. He said he stopped playing his Switch years ago. So, of course, he's not going to think that Switch 2 is worth the price. And that's fine. People are allowed to have their opinion, you know, so that's okay too. But he doesn't think it's worth the price. But the technology in the Switch 2 is actually worth the price. Like, the technology in the Switch 2 is worth the price. It is. Like, regardless of what he says or what anybody says, if you just break it down on an actual factual level, you know what I'm saying? Actual factual level, then it is. Okay, Jeff says cucking for Nintendo. See, that's really weird that you'd say something like that. I know you probably have some fantasies of a middle-aged, strong-looking black man, you know, cucking and things like that. I know you probably would, Jeff. I know you would. But that's really weird, okay? That's really weird. Look, listen. We like all systems here. We like all games. We like all systems, whatever the case is, man. Nintendo's for everybody. If you're judging your mental level based off of what video games you play, trust me, you've already lost, okay? And I know you're probably trolling and all that, but I'm going to tell you this right now because I think it's really funny. Listen, I'm more of a man than you'll ever be in your life. And we can prove that here, we can prove that IRL, we can prove that any way that you want to prove that. So there ain't nothing that you can sit here and tell me about video games that makes you look any bigger and better than anybody else. You've already exposed yourself for being a complete weirdo, for coming to a live stream, talking about video games, talking about for children and stuff like that. What are you worried about random people online for? Your mental level is already weak. People here talking about video games, we're having fun, we're discussing stuff. Come in here and try to act like you're some type of big bad guy. You're not. Trust me, okay? And the truth hurts. And I know that the truth hurts. You're not. You're not some type of big bad guy or manly man. You're not. Trust me. You're not, okay? So just relax. Enjoy the stream, okay? Enjoy the stream. Stop trying to troll. Don't worry about it, okay? Listen, I can help you be a man. If you want, I can give you good advice. I can help you turn into an actual man. What you're doing right now is very weak. It's very weak. It's stupid. And I can tell that right now. You're just probably, like I said, you're probably just like a kid that really doesn't have much going on for him. But if you want, I will help you. But it's going to be based on what you say next, all right? So if you want to be a part of a community and be awesome and actually learn to be a man and grow up, you can do that here. But what we're not going to tolerate is you acting all super weird about people talking about video games. It ain't that big of a deal. So we got to, you know, turn down the weirdness, okay? Let people have fun. Let's talk about some games and let's answer some questions, you know, and all that good stuff, all right? So I'm going to give you one chance. I'm going to give you one opportunity, all right, man? So just relax, okay? We're here to have fun. We're not here to act for you to act all weird and goofy and stuff like that. Come on, we're talking about video games here. Like, you playing a PlayStation or Xbox doesn't make you any more manly. Trust me, you're not. You probably have no muscles. You probably have no muscles. You probably can't lift no weights. All right, man? And you talk about children and stuff like that. Relax, bro. Okay? All right. Now, moving on. Let's see here. OJ's been the 52-year-old wisdom. Yeah, it's just super weird. Like, it's like it's so funny when people try to act like there's some type of, oh, it's for children. Like, dude, we're playing video games. Like, we're playing video games here. Playing PlayStation and Xbox doesn't make you any more manly. Actually, the people that do that, y'all probably the tiniest. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that act all big and bad about what video games they play, y'all the tiny. Y'all compensating. You guys, those people are compensating for you're insecure. And I'm not even just saying that just to kind of like to say that like to roast him. That is the truth. Any man or woman that's older and it is talk about how, you know, manly they are or how womanly they are for playing the type of video games you play, it's a video game. Like, go work. You know what I'm saying? Go work. Go buy a house. Go get a 401k. Go do adult stuff then. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you here? So it's so weird. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. OJ, how's your little man doing? He's doing great. He's gonna be the starting running back for the 49ers in about 23 years, I guess. So about 20, 40 something. He's going to be the starting running back for the 49ers. So, yeah, he's doing good. My hammer is tingling. It's all good, man. I own all the consoles, just prefer my Nintendo as always. Yeah, like, you guys can prefer... Once again, I'm a real consumer advocate. You guys can... I actually don't have a problem with someone saying, hey, look, Nintendo's not for me, blah, blah, blah. Like, but to try to act like, you know, try to come here on a stream on a Friday night and try to troll and act like you're some type of, oh, it's for children and all this stuff. It's like, okay, so what? So what? It's for children. So Microsoft and Sony are for children too. They advertise to children as well. You can't build a base without having children. That's where you start. All of us started playing games as children. We all liked certain games as children. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all spend millions of dollars courting children. We all do, like, you know, so, or they all do. So, yeah, like when I've worked at multiple different Fortune 500 companies, and they all try to get children to be into their brand too, you know? Alan E.
Sup, OJ?
Sup, man?
Can we hear some Bravely Default music?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll give you guys a story. When I was working at Fresno State as a supervisor, we used to bring children onto the campus as low as 6 years old. And I felt to myself, like, 6 years old, they're not going to be going to college for the next, 12 years. What are we bringing children on at 6 years old? Why are we giving them tours of the campus? And I'll never forget what my manager told me. She was like, listen, you got to get it in their head that this is the place to be. So you put it in their head, children, this is the place to be. This is the place to play. You put it in their head early, and then they'll carry that passion on till they're older. So then when they get older, they'll be thinking, oh, I remember that awesome time that I had at Fresno State, So even colleges target children, like in marketing and things like that. So, and obviously college is not for children, unless you're like, I don't know, like Smart Guy or something like that, or Doogie Howser. But for most people, college is for adults. But we had children come to there and give them tours of the facilities and talk to them about Fresno State, like children, like 6 years old, So anybody that knows anything about business, you would say, yeah, if your product is age appropriate and safe for children, you're going to market to children. It is going to be for children as well. So that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Bravely Default music. All right. Florida Gators. Hey, let's shout outs to the Gators. Let's go. Florida Gators in the house. Let's go. Central Cali. Well, I was born in Southern California, but I'm in Central Cali now. All right, we got the Bravely Default boss theme. Let's go. Shout outs to my man Alan E. Thank you for the big $10. Pink Ratina, you are the Hokage and stream ninja though. Anybody does $20 more or $20 or more, you can tie up or pass a Pink Ratina on the board. Let's go. I got my Nintendo when I was 4 and came up with Mario and Duck Hunt and the Zapper. I got Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters as well. Such great memories. Exactly. And you're still playing. And it's been how many years now? Like what, 40 years, Jack, or whatever? It's been like how many years? Or it's been 30 years and you're still here talking about Nintendo, playing Nintendo. You got one life to live. Live it the way that you want to live. Enjoy your games. Have fun. Do what you want to do, man. And that be responsible, of course. But like, play the games that you want to play. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't play this game or you can't do that because it's for kids and all that. No, man, play whatever you want. Like, that's my philosophy at least. Play what you want, live how you want. Be a good person. Exercise, work out, do what you got to do. But don't let anybody try to guilt trip you or try to act like you're lesser than them or you're childish for playing. We're playing video games here, guys. Like, we're playing games here. It ain't anything like crazy. Pink Ratina with another $10 dono says, I want to stay on the top today. I got a nice check at work. Hey, here we go. Bonus at work, young lady. Let's go. See, look, Pink Ratina working hard out there. Let's go. Shout outs, Pink. Appreciate you. You're going to stay at the top right now. Pink Ratina at the $29.99. Shout outs. Anybody that's $29 or more, you can beat out Pink Ratina on the board. But, we're going to do a stream, Pink. We're going to do a stream at some point. We'll work together. I'll DM you. Shout out says, I shamefully admit that I had a Nintendo's for little kids phase in my early teens. Thankfully, I grew out of it later. In your early teens, you're no longer an early teen. Let's see here. Mario says, Xbox is amazing. PC super. PS is great. Mobile game is nice. PC items are nice. And Nintendo's good. All platforms are important for the game industry to need the console war. There's no need. There is no need for console war. And I agree. There's zero need to console war in today's day. Big love to Pink, though. We out here with the JOJOs It is JoJo Friday. It is JoJo Friday. I forgot to put that in the title. Maybe we should put that in the title. It is JoJo Friday, so we out here tonight. JoJo, let's go. Big love though, big love. Mario Kart World. I think we gotta abbreviate. Actually, no, Mario Kart World, and then games. I will just take off the new games. All right, so we just do that. That sounds good. Let's go. Shout outs to Pink. Shout outs to everybody here. Appreciate you guys coming out to stream. Beat Queen is here. Ack is here. Almost pre-order time. April 24th is the date. April 24th. Thanks for keeping the good vibes and being one of the few to stand on his own thoughts and tolerating criticism. I had enough of toxic overreaction of other content creators. Yeah, like I said, guys, this is the time for a lot of people to make money online as well. So, like, you got to be true to yourself. But, I mean, if you feel outraged and you want to make a video feeling outraged, that's fair as well. Like, the Mario Kart thing, listen, guys, once again, I take nothing away from people that are talking about it. Like, there is, like, people don't want to pay $80 for games. In Canada, it's like $100 or something like that. Europe, it's expensive. Right? It's not cheap at all. Gaming is not cheap at all. This is not cheap at all. Most people feel like you're getting gouged when it comes to the price and stuff like that. But like I said, don't buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I get it, and I 100% agree with those people that want to be angry about it. But I mean, if it's really that much of a problem, then don't buy it, move on. There's other games. If Mario Kart was the only game like Breath of the Wild was last year, I think it'd be a little bit more of a tougher pill to swallow. But there's Street Fighter, there's Cyberpunk, there's, you know, there's Bravely Default. There's all sorts of games. There's Guardians of Azuma. There's all sorts of different titles to play. You know, like, you can get something else if you want, or you can wait. There's DK Bonanza that's coming out the following year, or the following month. That's 70. You can wait. You can get Metroid Prime. You can play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you can replay those if you want. The 60 frames is going to make that a whole different thing. So if it's too expensive for you, then maybe you can get something else. You know, like, it's really, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, if it's too expensive, get something else. Like, just like you don't have to buy a PS5 Pro. You don't have to buy Assassin's Creed. You don't have to buy the $100 edition of Forza. You don't have to buy those. If you want to be angry about it, sure, be angry about it. You know, that's fine. That's everybody has their own, you know, own right to be angry about things and to protest, right? That's the freedom of speech or freedom of whatever, right? You can do what you want, but just like, you can just not buy it. You can move on. You can do what like I said, you can do what you want, and it's fair. It's all fair game, you know. This track from Bravely Default is so good. Serpent eating the ground. It's such a good thing. I can't wait to play Bravely Default again. It's been like a decade since that game came out. I have not replayed Bravely Default because the ending part of the game is stupid. The ending's great, but the almost ending to where you get to that is so dumb, and I need them to fix that part. It really took my score down from like maybe like a 9.5 to like an 8 or like an 8.5. That part is terrible, absolutely terrible. So I hope they actually remix that, because Bravely Default is an incredible game. Incredible game. No, I'm not watching The Last of Us Part 2, no. I got a PS5 and Switch. Looking forward to Switch 2. Not super happy on PS5, though, considering 90% of the games can be played on PS4. Yeah, Celsius, it is what it is, man. All right, take it easy, Gina. You've seen the small glimpse of Star Wars Outlaws still early, but you can definitely optimize it way more. It looks better than Steam Deck already. Not to mention the Series S with 720p 30 frames. I did see it. I made a video on it today. I talked about that today. Just another artist. Let's see here. MK World and DK Bonanza Day 1. Well, DK Bonanza is coming out July, but you're going to buy DK Bonanza Day 1 when it comes out in July. Okay. People can afford 1K iPhones. Yes, people can afford 1K iPhones. Yes. You can subsidize those, right? What's up, Sis? Welcome. Series S with Game Pass is a solid gaming option for somebody who's a real budget issue. Yeah, it really is a solid option for those who, I mean, if I had supreme budget issues, then I would definitely be, I'd definitely get that, But then again, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably rather just, just be super stingy and wait and just, I'd rather play like my exclusives. That's just me personally. But yeah, if you have a budget option, or if you need a budget option, then definitely the Switch 2 might not be for you. Series S might be for you. But then again, there's no physical games. I think that, not having any physical games is a big problem. But that's just me. That's just me. Everybody is different in terms of stuff. So yeah. Let's see here. Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle in Canada, 600. Yeah, expensive, man. You guys' taxes are killer. You guys' taxes in Canada are killer. Wait till the PS6 comes out. And that's the thing. I'm gonna make a video on this later. But in a couple years, I think that the Switch 2 might end up looking like a bargain in a couple years, because the PS6 and the next Xbox, by the way, I think those are both from China. So once they do something, they got to do something quickly, or make the government believe that those are computers. Those are going to be hit with insane tariffs, or the price of tech is going up dramatically. So we still have, like, we see portable PCs coming out, you know, and they're $700, $800, $900. So PS5 Pro is $700. So the PS6, I mean, I don't know how they're going to be able to price that underneath the PS5 Pro. So this is going to look like right now people are like, but I'm telling you, in a couple years, it is going to look like a bargain. Now, the price of the Switch 2 might go up in the next couple years because of tariffs, but I'm telling you right now, PS6 and the next Xbox, those are going to be hit with massive price tags, and this is all going to look like, wow, this was for nothing, you know? So yeah. Hey, what up, Nintendo? Welcome. What's up, Netflix foreign? Do you think Xeno X on Switch 2 upgrade is on release day? No, it's not on release day. We would have known about it if that's the case. Watch my video where I talked about the next batch of games. I talked about it there. Damn, those Street Fighter 6 Amiibo went up to $40 on Amazon. 30 for Zelda. Oof, price is going up, man. PS6 is going to be a hybrid. I don't think it's going to be a hybrid. I think they're going to have a handheld unit and like an actual like system. The PS6 Pro going to be $1,500. That's actually, it's funny, but it's actually might be true. Whenever the PS6 Pro comes out in the next 10 years, it might actually be that. It might actually be like, you know, $1,500, like an actual PC, because it might be as powerful as like a top of the line PC, you know. So yeah. But yeah, the PS6 is probably going to be, I'm probably going to guess that the PS6 is going to be $899. That's my price guess for the PS6. $899. Maybe they might be able to get it to $799. So $799, but that's only $100 more than the PS5 Pro. So I'm going to guess maybe $850. Maybe they go with the $850 mark, but I'm going to guess it's going to be $800 plus, you know, regardless, it's going to be $800 plus. Maybe they'll be able to get it to $699. No, that's what the PS5 Pro is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with $799, man, because like the PS5 Pro is $699, right? It's $700, so I'm gonna go with at least $100 more. $799. Scout PS6 3000. It is a new AI summoning game. Yeah, there is one new one. No rest for the Daname Dante, whatever his name is, Kaname Dante. Yeah. Let's see here. Do you think that there'll be any surprise upgrades for games on Switch 2 day one? Surprise upgrades for games? Maybe. They're working on new stuff. Maybe they'll announce some other things for in June. Let's see. I just want you to let you know that I sent you an email about last night's Mario Kart win. Yes, I got your email. I'm gonna sort through everything on Sunday and start shipping everything, or start responding to everything on Sunday. So yes, because I got a lot of inquiries for the stuff, so everybody will start getting their things and replies on Sunday. But yes, I did see your email. I've got it archived. Not archived. I've got it saved. So you're good. And I verified that is you. So we're good. I should have sent you an email back, but I did see it. My bad, bro. Hey, what's up, Dank Meme? Welcome. What's up, Massive Rican? What's up, House Gang? Shout outs, guys. Let's go. Combo breaks. Also, people don't talk about how MK World is expensive, but you'll pay for it a long time. We don't get new Mario Kart every year like other games. Yeah, I mean, like, really, it's going to come down to, like, how much you value Mario Kart. If you value Mario Kart to where, like, you know, you play it all the time and you're going to play it for hours on end, then Mario Kart is going to be worth the price. You might not be happy with it, but Mario Kart's going to be worth the price. If you don't play Mario Kart like that, then it's probably not going to be worth it. If you don't like Mario Kart, then it's not going to be worth it, you know? So value is subjective and it's dynamic, you know? So yeah. Yeah, the new AS7 is supposed to be a game key. Yes, it's a game key card. While there's a Switch 1 version, freaking hilarious and absurd. Is there a Switch 1 version that's actually physical? I don't know why they just went into a Switch 1 version and then do an upgrade then, if that's the case. If there's an actual, yeah, there's a Switch 1 physical version, they should have just done a Switch 1 version with the upgrade. That's all you got to do. Let's see here. OJ, thoughts on NVIDIA GeForce Now service? I don't really use the GeForce Now service. I mean, I use it to capture my desktop. Is that what GeForce Now is? Or is that like the streaming service? I have some type of GeForce thing on me. What do I have? I have the GeForce Experience. Yeah, I use the GeForce Experience. That's what I use. And it helps me capture my desktop. And I think it can help optimize my games, like the best settings for my PC rig. But I don't play PC games like that. So yeah, I don't really use GeForce Now or anything like that. So I can't tell you how good it is or anything. Yeah, I don't stream games. I don't like streaming games. I play games native, unless I'm using my PS Portal, but I don't even use that much anymore. I advise people to start stacking them NSO expansions because I'm sure those prices will go up. Yeah, those prices will probably go up. Yeah, they're probably going to go up. Start getting into those too. But I mean, I think people need to recover first from just like the Switch 2, the price, the Mario Kart, whatever the case is. Like people gotta one thing at a time, you know. I value Mario Kart, but I value the bargain bundle more than getting the bundle. I mean, the thing about it though, guys, is like that bundle's not going to stay around, right? So like, it's going to be gone after the holiday or by the fall. It's a limited time. So I haven't complained about a single price, but who the hell wants a $40 amiibo? Some people will actually pay $40 for amiibos, man. They might do it if you like it enough. Do you know why Amazon and Nintendo have such a bad relationship? I think it's because there's a situation where they were leaking games. Like Amazon would be shipping off games early and stuff like that. So there was an issue with people jacking games from the production from the shipping lines and people leaking games. Like I think Nintendo was able to track that Amazon had people that were dumping cartridges online. That's just my own conjecture, my own, you know, that's what I think. Walmart too, but for sure Amazon, there are people that were taking games and like dumping them online like through early shipping. So I think that's why they had a bad relationship at first, or they've had a bad relationship. What's up, Sean Starlight? Nintendo was fed up with Amazon back in the 3DS days. Only reason I don't want the bundle is because the physical copy of MK World. Yeah, the physical copy is going to be important for people. Mario Kart's one of those games, though, to where it's like, I'm going to be playing it on and off for years, so I don't know if I need it physical. Like, I get, you know, having it physical, but I don't know if I need it physical, you know. For me, I like single-player RPGs as physical. Like, a single-player RPG, like, but, like, multiplayer games, I don't mind as much digital. Like, stuff like Apex Legends, obviously Fortnite. Like, I don't need a physical version of Fortnite. I don't need a physical version of Apex Legends. I don't need a physical version of, like, you know, Street Fighter. I don't need a physical version of, like, Super Smash Brothers. Like, those games, I don't really need a physical version of. Like, I just do multiplayer. Because, like, those games will go back to randomly, you know? So yeah. Software is not tracking hardware. PS6 is totally unnecessary until the end of the decade. We need games. PS6 is coming out probably in the next couple years. I would say by 2027 or 2028, there will be a PS6 out. So it's coming out. So that'll be 8 years. They're not going to let Nintendo build a massive lead. But I'll say this right now. This is, like I said, this is not trolling or fanboying or nothing. Like, Sony's done in Japan. Like, Sony's selling Wii U levels. Sony just got just got Monster Hunter Worlds. And this happens every time. I have people that, you know, reach out to me on social media, make jokes, and mostly it's jokes, but I have people that are serious and like say, oh, you're just shilling when it comes to what you said about PS5 in Japan. Look at Monster Hunter. Oh, they sold this much. It did really good. And I'm like, you guys are really dumb. Like, a lot of you guys are really stupid. Like, you guys are really dumb people that listen to guys like Genki and Mr. Pio. People that don't know what they're talking about when it comes to Japanese sales. Like, Genki lives in Japan and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, he knows what he's talking about, but he plays dumb with his audience. Like, stop listening to these guys when it comes down to it. I've been right on the sales trajectory of Sony in Japan for forever. So right now, like I said before, the Nintendo Switch is set to dominate Japan. It is going to be huge in that country. They're not having all the situation, like all the angry stuff that people are having here or in other parts of the world. Like Japan, it is set. They got a cheaper Japan only Switch. They're ready to go. Mario Kart World's going to blow up out of the gate. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still sells now. So if you look at the past week's sales charts, the PS5 only sold 8,000 units. You know what I'm saying? And that's with Monster Hunter Wilds that just released in February. Like, that game's supposed to carry you for longer than that, right? So the fact that Japan is not even buying PS5s from Monster Hunter World, what does that tell you? That tells you that the Switch is just too strong. Like, it's gonna dominate there. The Switch 2 is gonna dominate there. So it's always interesting, or at least funny, that people think that there's gonna be some type of, oh my god, it's gonna flop everywhere and all that. It's not. Like, Switch 2's not. People are trying. They tried to sink this. There's the same people that tried, not the same people, but the people that tried to sink the Switch 1 and tried to be like, oh, it's gonna flop and all this. Like, they did the same thing with Switch 1. We had many people, many videos, and it failed. They all failed, you know, because there's no. Online is not the real world. There's people that are actually IRL. They're gonna buy Mario Kart. They make whatever. I don't like the price, but they're gonna buy it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like they don't like the price of iPhones. Nobody likes the price of iPhones. Nobody likes the price of laptops. Nobody likes the price of MacBooks. They're all hella expensive, but people just say, but I want it, and they go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people try to sit here and act like it's gonna flop or it's gonna fail, or calling me out, calling me names and stuff like that. You guys are gonna be wrong, just like you guys were wrong with the Switch 1. You know, So it don't matter to me. But like I said, there's a lot of stupid people online that take internet culture as the whole thing, like take internet outrage as everybody, and it's not the case. There's people that do not give a damn. They'll get what they want, and they don't care what anybody online. They're not gonna let somebody online tell them how to think or how to feel about a video game, like, you know. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind with all this stuff that's going on, you know. Like, and people say, oh, you're shilling, you're damage controlling. Okay, that's what people told me with the Switch 1. They told me the same thing with the Switch 1, and look what happened. All those people have not said a damn word to me since then because they got smoked. They got absolutely smoked. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not really too worried about it because I know the global market. Like, I know how the market reacts. I know how, like, I've analyzed this stuff. Right now, and at this point, Switch 2 is going to be a huge success. That doesn't mean you can't complain though. Like, listen, I've complained about Mario Kart. I'm not trying to be hypocritical. I've complained about that. I've complained about some of the stuff. But overall, this is the system that I wanted. Like, I wanted this system. I wanted the graphics, the specs, the features, the feature set, what it does. Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted this, and I was willing to pay this price for it. You know, I was willing to pay $450 for the system if it got me great specs. You know. Yes, there is a rumor that it's gonna they're gonna launch a PS6 that's a handheld and a home console. And yeah, it's not as powerful in handheld mode, but we'll see, guys. It's just rumors right now. So yeah. Hey, what's up, the Great Wild? Welcome. Sony's gonna have to make a Switch type console if they want Japan, huh? I think even with the Switch type console, I don't think they're not gonna get Japan though, because they don't have the games to actually get Japan. They don't have the titles. I mean, because they don't have like the first party titles. Like, you got to have something that can rival Pokemon. You got to have something that can rival, you know, Fire Emblem. You got to have Animal Crossing. Like, you got to have like Splatoon. They don't have those IPs that can sell. So even if they had a portable system, because they had a portable system, it was called the PS Vita. The PS Vita, while it did okay in Japan, it didn't actually do that great. People overestimated how great the PS Vita did in Japan. It actually didn't do that great. It just did better than the Wii U. It did better than the Wii U, but it got smoked by the 3DS. It got absolutely obliterated by the 3DS. But Sony fans tried to downplay the global failure of the Vita and say, oh, well, in Japan it did okay. It really actually didn't do that okay in Japan. It really didn't. It was just somewhat popular. But 3DS absolutely destroyed the Vita in Japan. Like, not even close, right? So people were using it as a scapegoat, or like, oh, see, it beat out Wii U. It beat out Wii U. But the honesty, the reality of the situation is that PS Vita flopped everywhere. But you'll have Sony fans and Gamatsu and certain people that tried to make it seem as if there was some type of revelation in Japan with the Vita. There wasn't. It had a couple good weeks here and there and whatever. But I don't like sugarcoating things. It is what it is. Listen, the Wii U flopped too. I was bad with that. I make a mistake. I was wrong on that one. I'll take full responsibility. But the Wii U flopped and the Vita flopped. There was no, oh, it did okay. No, we just gotta call a spade a spade. They both flopped uncontrollably, both of them. And so Sony had a handheld in Japan, and that flopped. So I don't see them releasing some type of super expensive handheld in Japan. Then all of a sudden they're back on top. They need the IPs. What IPs do they have to sell to the Japanese base? You know. So I mean, it might do slightly better than the PS5. But I don't see it doing anything too crazy unless Sony somehow gets first party IPs to match what Nintendo can do in Japan. See, some of these handhelds going to be more of the handheld PC market for AAA gaming. Yes, that's what it's probably going to be. Which that market is small. There's a market, but it's a tiny market. You know. If PlayStation comes out with the Switch-like console, I'm not buying PS6. Stop with the copycat stuff. PlayStation needs a normal console. Yeah, I think there's going to be a handheld portion of the console. I think there's going to be that. So, yeah. I'd argue that Vita was more on life support given the cheaper development costs, a lot of visual novels. Vita was on life support for since like it was almost DOA. It was not quite DOA because it did okay at the launch, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. They didn't really have any massive global system sellers. You know, the difference between like a PS Vita, a Wii U, and the Switch coming up is that Nintendo, despite what anybody wants to say, Nintendo's launching with system sellers. DK Bonanza is going to be fantastic. That's going to sell systems. That game looks incredible. Mario Kart World, that's going to sell systems. Metroid Prime, that's going to help sell systems. Kirby, that's going to help sell systems. Mario Party Jamboree, people are sleeping on that game. That game's still a top seller in Japan. That's going to help sell Switch 2s in Japan. So they've got games that are going to be bigger system sellers. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. You know, they've got stuff. Kirby Air Riders is coming back. So they've got bigger games that are coming. That's actually like a constant flow. You can get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's going to be big to get people that maybe missed out or want to play that in 60 frames. So they've got a solid plan of actual good games releasing, and they can pack it because it's June. So you're pretty much already halfway done with the year. So that they're packing the second half of the year full of games and stuff to play. So it's gonna be good. Like, it's gonna be pricey. It's not cheap for this stuff, right? Like, it's you got to pay for upgrades, and you got to pay for different things. But if you can, you're gonna really enjoy yourself, you know. So you're gonna really enjoy yourself with the content that's coming out. I'm confident in the content that they're putting out. I think it's gonna be a solid release schedule. So yeah, Roger with the $5 says my Wii U just died yesterday after some update I tried to do. Now it freezes when it boots up. Hope the repair shop can fix it or rip. Oh, sorry to hear about your Wii U, brother. Can we get a rest in peace for Roger's Wii U? R.I.P. for Roger's Wii U. Wii U down. Oh man, R.I.P. for the Wii U, brother. Shout outs though. Sorry about that, man. Big love though. We did hit 57 on the combo board. Let's go. 3 more, and we have a 60-minute, 1-hour extension on stream. Let's get it. Do you agree with DCG that Sonic Racers is better because it's $50, so we should support fair prices? Do I agree with that? I don't know if he said that, but you know what? Dreamcast guy, he can play Sonic. He can play Sonic Crossworlds. Have fun playing Sonic Crossworlds. No cap though, for real. Like, no cap. I don't know if he said that because I didn't watch this video, but if he did, have fun. I'll be playing Mario Kart World, but have fun with Sonic Crossworlds. Kirby Air Riders might knock Mario Kart World crowd, or at least give them another game to play for a while. Might knock out. That's definitely not true. Kirby Air Riders is not going to knock out the Mario Kart audience. Absolutely not. It's a different type of game. It's not a massive online multiplayer 24. Kirby Air Riders is probably going to be like 8 players or 4 to 8 players. It is a smaller type of. I don't think Kirby Air Riders is like a massive, huge game like Mario Kart. I think it's more of like a AA type of, you know, just like a good follow up to the original game because they're calling it Kirby, Kirby Air Riders. You know, the first one was Kirby Air Ride, right? So Kirby Air Riders. So the first one was good, but it wasn't like a super AAA game, right? Kirby Air Riders is not that. It's a spinoff. It's a nice little spinoff. So yeah. Shaw X with the $10 dono. Let's see, says, what up, OJ, spending time with the pops on his birthday. Hey, happy birthday to Mr. Shaw X Senior. Hope all is well on JoJo Friday. I forgot to play the JoJos on JoJo. How can I forget to play the JoJos on JoJo Friday? I am stupid. All right, here we go. JoJo. Sorry about that, guys. I owe you guys a few JoJos on there. Pink did a couple JoJos earlier. Big love to JoJo Fridays. That $10 and up. We out here tonight. Let's go. Big love. Shout outs. Thank you so much, Mr. Shaw X with the JoJo. Let me play one more for Pink. She did a couple of them earlier. Let's go. I owe you guys some. Big love, though. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. JoJo Friday in the house. Let's see here. Why people keep listening to that bozo? LOL. He already feeling the mofo about Switch 2 and was crashing out about it. Already feeling the mofo? You mean FOMO? Do you mean FOMO, Elias? And was crashing out about FOMO? Like, what do you mean by... Can you explain that, what you said? Sorry. Feeling the mofo? Do you mean feeling the FOMO about it and was crashing out? I didn't see the video. Like, I didn't see him crashing out, you know? Like, I don't know. Y'all telling me stuff about people. I can't 100% say, you know, about, like, the homies. Like, y'all be saying, oh, they said this or they said... I can't 100% take it because I didn't see it myself. So maybe I got to go and watch. I just... Honestly, I don't really have a ton of time to go watch all of that stuff. So really, I just don't have a ton of time to be watching everybody's videos complaining about stuff. I really don't. Trust me, I would love to, but I just don't have time. I've been editing, guys. This is the year that we out here. We working. We providing the best content. We providing streams, Switch 2. I'm working, brother. And I got to take care of my boy. So, like, I don't really have time to be sitting here and watching people crash out about video games. Like, I don't. I used to, but I don't really have that much time like that. So yeah. Let's see here, but it's all good. I mean, I agree to talk to PS6 models. I can see digital PS5 handheld scaled down. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I got to see you got some rest, bud. Sounded pretty rough in your morning. Your video. Did anybody watch my video this morning and know that I had no, literally I sounded terrible? Yeah, I did. I was going on about maybe an hour or two of sleep. But yeah, I recorded a Mario Kart video and I didn't like the video that I recorded at first sounded too like angry. Like even though it wasn't, but I knew how people would interpret it. So I recorded a video that sounded a bit more passive. So the reason why I sounded like that is because I edited a video about Mario Kart till 2 a.m. I was editing that video and I was like an hour and a half into editing. I was like more than halfway done. And the way that I sounded bitter. So even though I don't think it was, you guys would have been fine with that. I was like, no, I can't put this out because people are going to think something. So I scrapped that whole video and I re-recorded the video to sound a bit more muted. But I was tired by then. It was already, like 3, 4 a.m. or something like that. So I re-recorded it and I put it up and then I went to sleep, but then I woke up by like 8 or something and then pre-orders went up. So then I was just dead tired. By that point, I was just, and that was after streaming 12 hours, the day before. So at that point, I was already super, super, super tired. So I just was like, whatever. I'm just getting this video out to show that, hey, look, guys, the pre-orders are here. I legitimately did not even care. At that point, I was like, dude, I don't even care anymore. Like, but no, it's all good. I got some rest. I'm feeling better now, and obviously, I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go for the pre-orders and talk about it and stuff. So, so yeah, it's all good. So yeah. You sounded like you were running on 10 HP. I was definitely running on the gas tank was on near empty. It was on near empty, boys and girls. But yeah, I was sounding a bit rough. I'll be honest. I'm not even really 100% right now. But like, listen, it's JoJo Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna do the spawn cast tomorrow. I'm just exhausted. I'll be honest. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Like today, even streaming today was like a last second decision. Like my wife, she went to go get her hair done and all that. So I was just like, whatever. I was just, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just not do anything. But then she got back and she's like, hey, like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, I'm like, pre-orders went live. Let me talk about pre-orders. So, so yeah. So maybe I'll probably take a break on Sunday. I'll probably see if I can power through today, the spawn cast, and then I'll just take a break. I'll just do nothing on Sunday. I ain't doing nothing on Sunday. I'll probably maybe go out of town for a little bit and just relax, go somewhere and just chill for a bit, like for a few days. Get out of town for a few days. That's what I'm thinking about doing, man. Just get out of town for a few days and just go relax, and then come back ready to go next week. But we'll see. Let's see here. Thursday needs to get you. Yeah. Thursday needs to get here. Copying Nintendo would revert the price to $60 to avoid the inevitable disastrous launch. What, for Mario Kart? Mario Kart World? Yeah, that's not happening. Like, yeah, that's not happening. What, you thought they were going to change the price to $60 for Mario Kart World? Why would they go to 60 when DK Bonanza is 70? So he thought that they were gonna go to $60. Like he thought they were gonna change DK Bonanza to 60. Why would they do that? They're not gonna do that. No way. He said that. Yeah, that was not gonna happen. There was no way that they're gonna change the price to 60. What? Then there's barely any point in even buying the bundle if that's the case, right? Because the bundle is $50 inside the bundle. So physical, like, what's the point of even getting the bundle if you can get the physical for $10 more? That makes no sense. TMSC and Taiwanese chips are tariffs exempt. Luckily, yeah, we'll see. People say nonsense at this point. Yeah, I think it's just people talking at this point. You got to also realize, guys, a lot of people don't understand, like, they don't really cover Nintendo in that type of way. They don't really play their games. They don't really cover them. They don't really cover what Nintendo does. So usually when there's something that they don't like, they just talk, So I think, like I said, shout out to Dreamcast guy. He's the homie and all. But that they just talk. They don't really cover Nintendo. They don't really know. Like, they just go based off of internet outrage. Internet outrage is not, they're not going to make a company do things by internet outrage. Now, maybe Microsoft and Sony might buckle or change things, but people aren't going to, like, you don't know who's just trolling. You don't know who's actually a customer. A lot of the people that are just talking have always stated they don't like Switch, they don't care, they don't whatever. So, like, internet outrage isn't going to get a company to change what they're doing. Like, because there's a bunch of Nintendo fans that are like, I'm going to buy the game. Now, if everybody was sitting there and saying that they're not going to buy the game, or if they actually legitimately put out stuff and not like trolling, like drop the price trolling, because there's a lot of people that are just trolls that are doing that. You know, there are a lot of people that are going to buy the game anyway, right? So when you do stuff like that, it sends mixed messaging. It makes it to where it's like, okay, well, we're not going to make any rash decisions, especially with tariffs coming up. We're not going to make any rash decisions because we don't know what's going on, right? If you look at the actual people that are commenting on Mario Kart World, or the people that played hands-on, they all love it. Yes, don't love the price, but they all love the game. So you will take the extra $10 and you will buy the game if you want the game. Like, I think Nintendo knows that, and I think companies know that, right? Same reason why, like, if you love Forza Horizon, you will take the extra $40 and buy all the different DLC packs if you love that game, because you love Forza. A lot of people have done it. It's $60 for the base game. It's a 5-year-old game, but if you really want the full experience, you're gonna have to pony up another $40. And people that love Forza will do it because you're missing out on a bunch of cars, a bunch of packs, a bunch of cool Lego stuff. You're missing out, so you're gonna do it. If you love that, you're gonna do it. Same thing with Mario Kart World. Like, if you love Mario Kart, you're going to pony up the extra 10. If you don't care about Mario Kart, then you probably won't, you know, or you'll buy the bundle. So that's it. Like, that's really all it comes down to, you know. I mean, it's that's just how it is, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I know that sounds, I don't know. That's just how it is, you know. That's just how it is. Like, if you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you don't, and that's that, right? Yeah, I don't really care about what Next Gen 720 has to say about his video about disappointing and stuff looks bad to him. I mean, I mean, that's fine. He's allowed to have his opinion. So, yeah. But no, I mean, if you're looking at it from a portable PC, portable hybrid, overall, the graphics look fine. The graphics look good. It's fair for what it is. So, I mean, it's a handheld and it's a home console. I mean, I don't know what people were expected in terms of graphics, but you can't get PS5 level graphics out of a handheld device. Like, you can't. I mean, you're not going to be able to do that for the price. Like, unless you want it to be, you know, $700 or $800. But at $450, I don't know what people were expecting or what he was expecting, you know. And that's fine. They said the same thing about the Switch 1. So these fools are saying they don't think Nintendo games on Switch 2 will go on sale because they never go on sale. They sell on Black Friday. They're on sale right now. You can get all of Nintendo's first-party games for cheaper than the MSRP. So it's just people just like to talk. Are you ready for the plethora of fake Switch 2 bending or heating up Joy-Con Drift 2 videos on release? We got to brace for that too. So yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Nvidia themselves said that, they were open with the Switch 2 development of the SoC. They were open about the Switch and development of the SoC. No, they were not open about that. What do you mean by that? they were not open. They barely said anything about that. Would Walmart or Best Buy, Target let me pre-order 2 physical copies of Mario Kart World, or would it only be 1? You should be able to pre-order more than 1. Okay, but it was funny. DC just sent a video. The situation is bad because Nintendo fans aren't convinced to buy the game. His proof was Game Explain poll with 600 users about interest in Mario Kart World. Hey, look, all I gotta say is let's wait till the actual system comes up. 600 people is not a good sample size, and that's online. That's an echo chamber. It's online. When the game comes out, we'll find out. There's no point in, you know, talking about it right now. We'll find out when the game comes out. Are people playing it? Are people buying the game? How's it do on Amazon? How's it do on the sales charts? How does it do on the MPD? How's it do in the Japanese sales? Like, we'll find out then. But once again, he's targeting it to US. In Japan, it's very different. So you got to remember, a lot of the Western content creators do not think about Japan. Do not think about Japan. They don't think about anywhere else but what they see and what they can read and what they understand language-wise. They're not looking at every other part. They're just looking at that. So yeah, it's an echo chamber a bit. But like I said, there's no point in going back and forth and saying this person said this. We'll find out very soon. June 5th is going to be here. The sales are going to be revealed. And unlike Microsoft and Sony, you know, Nintendo actually reveals their sales numbers. So we'll see. If nobody's buying the game, or if nobody's checking out the game, or if it's not selling, then we'll know. We'll know, you know. But so yeah, we'll see. Darm X with the $5. But I mean, if I was a betting man, which I am, I wouldn't bank on anything that any of these people are saying. I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't bet on that. Hope you received birthday tweet the other day. Yeah, shout out to Angel Pinch. Thank you for the birthday tweet. Thank you to Darm X with the $5. It's funny how Digital Foundry presented themselves as tech experts if they couldn't get how Switch 2 can play current gen games. Thanks Nvidia. I don't think they went as far as to say that they couldn't get how it played current gen games. I don't know if they said that, but I think they maybe implied it a little bit, but not really. Maybe your interpretation of it. So yeah, the neckbeards complain about price. Probably bought a USD USD 2K to sit at a row 250, 586 to attend WrestleMania in Vegas. Okay. Question: do you think that there's something more with NVIDIA chip, like extra features that Nintendo and NVIDIA hasn't revealed? It's a custom chip, so they're not going to reveal that. So we have to wait for a teardown, Rob. So yeah, they didn't actually detail the chip, like fully detail, like all the clock speeds and all that. So once we actually get the system, people will tear it down and see what's inside. But it's a custom chip, or at least NVIDIA says it's a custom chip. So we'll find out once the teardown comes. Let's see here. But yeah. Let's see here. I think most are obsessed with powerful graphics and unhealthy, honest. I think most people that look at the graphics on the Switch think that it's pretty good. I think that most people will find that the graphics are acceptable, in my opinion. But I mean, if you're into PC gaming or if you're into super high end, then maybe not. But like, PCs don't sell like Switch. Switch outsold damn near every PC. So like PC gaming, you know what I'm saying? Or like Game Boy back in the day, or even like the Nintendo DS. So a lot of people don't care about the highest end graphics and stuff like that. If that was the case, then everybody would buy a PS5 Pro. Most people do not have a PS5 Pro. That's the most powerful system on the market right now. Are people rushing out to buy PS5 Pros? Not really. The standard PS5 does better. So yeah, if people cared the most about just simply graphics, then PS5 Pro would be blowing out everything in the world, and it's not. PS5 Pro is not. So yeah. Any plans for Easter weekend? Church. Let's see here. Every video I saw of people who play Mario Kart World said that they loved from what they played. Yeah, it's just the price that's the issue for some people. So I think that once people actually get the game in their hands, they'll suck it up. They'll not be happy, but they'll suck it up and pay the extra $10 for the game, or $20, however you want to say. It should be 60 or it should be 70, whatever you want to say towards it. Yeah, NVIDIA's AI tech is doing OT for the Switch. That will help the Switch keep up with software updates to better than the original Switch. I think so. We got to see how DLSS works with the Switch 2. It's not a magic bullet, but at the same time, it's definitely not bad to have. So apparently there's no AI upscaling with, or anything like with DLSS with Cyberpunk. Apparently, like right now, it doesn't seem like there is right now. So it's just running on the hardware natively. So, and like with nothing else going. So we'll see once launch comes, though. Like CD Projekt Red wouldn't say when Digital Foundry asked them about, hey, is there DLSS or anything? They just said, hey, we'll circle back to you. So we don't know if there is or not, but like I said, we'll see. What's up, Projo? Though, welcome. I agree with Jim Casca. I think that this gen with the Switch 2 being 10 years, I think it has enough legs for 10 years. I don't know what he said. So a lot of you guys are saying he said this, he said that. I'm not here to say that he said what this or that. So I don't know, guys. Do you think if I go to the mall GameStop, I'll have a better chance to pre-order the Switch 2 on April 24th? I don't know where you live, and I don't know your dynamics, and I don't want you to tell me where you live. So I'm not gonna sit there and say that I'll know if it'll be better or not. I mean, the best bet is to get you and a homie, and one of you guys go in store, and one of you guys stay at home and look online, and that's probably the best bet, and see what you can do there. The footage we've seen on Switch 2 games do not have any DLSS yet. Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Hey, what's up, Solid Jakin? What's up, OG at the gym getting ready to take on crowds for Switch 2? You got to, man. I can easily see ray tracing on Cyberpunk video for Switch 2. Ray tracing? I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to Switch 2. Not happy about the game prices. Nobody is, man. But I'm generally very pleased. The ability to play Nintendo first party and most AAA games in one place sounds amazing. Yeah. You play with OG Pro Controller on Switch 2? Can you play? Yes, you can use Switch 2 Pro Controller. You can use Switch 1 Pro Controller. You can use Switch 1 Joy-Cons. They work with all games. It doesn't matter. It's completely forward compatible. Or backwards. Forward compatible. Yeah, it's completely forward compatible. So all Switch 1 accessories, like all Switch 1 Joy-Cons and controllers should, Nintendo official ones, even unofficial ones, but confirmed, all Switch 1 controllers from Nintendo will work with Switch 2, even with Switch 2 exclusive games. So you can play DK Bonanza with these Joy-Cons, with the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. Or if you have these Joy-Cons right here, you can play, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, or Kirby Air Riders, or Metroid Prime on the Nintendo Switch 2. You can use that. However, certain features that are exclusive or unique to Switch 2, you won't have like access to that, right? So HD Rumble 2, you're not gonna have access to HD Rumble 2 because Switch 1 only has HD Rumble 1. You're not going to have access to mouse mode, right? Mouse mode is a Switch 2 Joy-Con exclusive. So no access to mouse mode either. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Yes, Switch 1 Pro Controller will work with every single Switch 2 game, even exclusives, yes. Yeah. Not just like Switch 2 editions of games like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. So like I said, DK Bonanza is a Switch 2 exclusive. You can use Joy-Cons. You can use this right here. You can use a Pro Controller. You know, you can use anything that pretty much would connect, but officially Nintendo controllers, you can use all of those for Switch 2. And their exclusives and the games. So yeah. I might wait for a special edition Pro Controller 2 to sell off my current one. Okay, yeah, that might be something there, Mr. L. Mouse mode will be sick. Yeah, if you're into like Age of Empires, some of the PC games that are coming over, those are going to be really good. What's up, OJ? What's up, Superpower Man? It says, what's your prediction for MK World Metacritic score? I think it's going to take a little bit of hit in the media because of the price. So I'm going to go with like probably like mid 80s. Mid 80s-ish. I've never played a Prime game. How do they differ from other first-person shooters? Well, they're more like first-person adventure games. They're not really shooters. They're more like adventure games. So you're going to be doing other things. Like you're going to be doing some platforming. You're going to be rolling into a ball. You're going to be doing puzzles like where it's like a spider ball, essentially, like where you like latch onto different rails and go through different stuff, like rolled up into a ball. You're going to be doing different types of puzzles, like beam puzzles and things like that. You have different visors that help you see different areas and you can scan stuff. So it's very much like take an adventure game and kind of put it with the first person shooter, mix it together, and that's what you got Metroid Prime. There's a lock on in Metroid Prime, so you can lock on and play it that way, or you can play it free dual aim, or you can play it with a mouse like on Switch 2. So it's kind of a really unique type of first person game, but it's not quite just like a first person shooter. It's more of like a first person adventure game, let's see here. Sadly, I can see mid-80s. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with mid-80s. I'm gonna go, and I think that's not a terrible score. Mario Kart games don't ever really score. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe scored pretty high, but Mario Kart games are usually mid to high 80s. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe scored really high though, because it had such, it was a pretty good comprehensive, upgrade over Mario Kart 8 from the Wii U. Like they fixed the battle mode and stuff like that. But I mean, if you look at the Metacritic scores and all of that, like Mario Kart games, like I can go over it for you guys. Mario Kart. So like, yeah, Mario Kart, well, actually, no, never mind, hold up. Well, yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a 92. Mario Kart Super Circuit has a 93. So they've gotten some good scores in the past. Mario Kart DS has, never mind, I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a 92. Mario Kart 8 originally on the Wii U has an 88. Mario Kart DS is a 91. Mario Kart 7 has an 85. So I think I'm going to go about 85. That sounds about right, because Mario Kart 7, when that came out, people were pissy about the 3DS. People were really pissy about the price, even though they did drop the price by then. Drop the price. They did drop the price by then, but still, people were still angry and pissy about the first calendar year of the 3DS. So Mario Kart 7 took a hit in a review score. So I'm gonna mirror that and say mid 80s. Mario Kart Wii, that was an 82. So people did not like Mario Kart Wii. That was an 82 on the Metacritic. Double Dash was an 87. Mario Kart 64 back in the day, that was an 83. Mario Kart Tour just got blasted. That was a 59. So yeah, Super Circuit was a 93. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, that's a different type of game, so that's a 75. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say like mid 80s, like 85 to like 87 range, something like 84 to like 87 range, somewhere in there. That seems about right. It's solid. Sorry, there's been some good scores here and there. Will you do a brutally honest review of Drag Cross Drive? I don't know if I'm gonna get the game, but we'll see. The new Mario Kart going to be crazy in June. Don't be surprised if your cart gets sabotaged by the start of the race. If my cart gets sabotaged, darn. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna go 90 for sure in my book. Yeah, I think it's Uncario. Like I think it's gonna be one of the greatest Mario Kart games of all time. I think that they actually spent probably almost a decade making this game. I think that they spent a long time building up the online. To me, the online is probably going to work flawlessly. I think that's where they spent a lot of time and money. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online was actually kind of garbage when it launched. It was the battle mode was garbage. The online was garbage at times. Like, they fixed it over the time. Like, they fixed it kind of. They didn't fix tournament modes on Wii U, but they kind of fixed it over time, and it got better and better, and they added stuff in customization, and I think they'll do the same here. But I think that the base launch for Mario Kart World is going to be better than any base launch for any Mario Kart game. Like, I see this as being the most, in the modern era, I see this being the most stable, best Mario Kart game at launch, because the features that they have, the Knockout Tour, the Grand Prix, the online, the free roam, how they beamed, like, this is the strongest that Nintendo's ever had a system with online features. The game chat, you know, voice support from the beginning, like, they went all in with this one. So I see this actually being a very, very strong, for the fans that actually decide to play it, pony up and play the game. I think it's going to be really strong overall, from what I've seen. You know, now some people think it's not worth it, but from what I've seen, this blows away Mario Kart 8. Like it's not even close. You know, I think people were mesmerized with the graphics of Mario Kart 8. Graphics of Mario Kart 8 were really good. Obviously, Mario Kart World, open world now, you know, open world game. If they made it maybe a closed off game, they probably could have made it even look better, even though the graphics are significantly improved over Mario Kart 8. But they probably could have made it even look way better if they decided to consolidate it to not an open world. But they said, hey, look, we're going to go big or go home, you know? So I like what they're doing with Mario Kart World, you know? So yeah. OJ, if MK doesn't sell so much at 80, do you think Amazon, Walmart will drop the price 70? Yeah, I mean, I think that you'll see sales regardless for Mario Kart. Like, I don't think it really matters if it sells a lot or not. I think you're going to see sales like down to 70 or down to, yeah, you'll see that. Just like Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword got sales beforehand, so you're going to see sales. Even Tears of the Kingdom got a sale down to $30 in its launch year. That, or was it the following year? No, it might have been that year. It might have been 2023. Yeah, it got, I mean, Walmart was selling it for $30. I think that year or like the year after. I forgot exactly when. But yeah, you'll see people discount it, regardless if it sells well or not. Hey, what's up, V? Welcome to the stream. I've had some say that Mario Kart World will need servers to hold in order to handle 24 players to any degree of stability. Mario Kart World will have servers. It does. So they'll have the new MPLN. So they're gonna have their servers. It's gonna be okay. Mario Kart World really created the kart racing genre. Mario Kart World got this. Yeah, they got it. You staying up late to pre-order Switch 2, or are you going in person? I mean, it's not really staying up late because it's 9 p.m. my time. So it won't really be too late. But yeah, I'll be staying up. I'll be pre-ordering it. I'll be pre-ordering and buying it. Anywhere I can get it, I'll be pre-ordering and trying to buy it. So if I can get more for giveaways, then I'll get more. So I'll drop I'll drop a couple grand to get some. So just in case if people can't get one, we can do giveaways. So I'll do my best. I'll do my best to stock up, and I've been saving here and there. I've been putting away a little bit for some stuff that I get. So I've been putting away a little bit every month. For the last 2 years, I've been putting away $25, $50 extra money here and there, separate from everything else that I got to put away, right? Like, college funds and whatever else. So I've been putting away a little bit of money. So then when the Switch 2 comes out, if I'm taking that money and I'm going to buy as many as I can, I'm going to buy as many as I can, and I'm going to do giveaways if I can. If I can get them, then I'll do that. So hopefully, we can have a good community, then we can, and people who maybe couldn't get it could win one, So yeah. Big Pern says it'll be game of the year. Nice, let's go. Yeah. I told you guys I'm not frivolous with what I get here, guys. Trust me, I'm very responsible. I'm very, very unlike these other grifters out there sitting here buying assault rifles and crying about $10. They could have put that money to good use, but no, they buy assault rifles and trucks and stuff like that. I drive the same car that I drove 10 years ago, guys. So let me and that's no cap. Although I am thinking about getting a new car later. But that won't be based off of what I get from here. That'll be based off of my ad revenue, like my typical plain old ad revenue. But yeah, I still drive the same car that I drove when I had to borrow $1,000 from my sister to get the car. It's the same car. So yeah. Let's see here. Mario Kart World has a lot going on overall previous game. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the online is probably like the best thing. Also, people are saying that Mario Kart World is the most expensive game in Nintendo history. Is that true? I'd have to go back and look at some of the carts that they have, but it might be the most expensive, like just not by inflation terms, no. By inflation terms, absolutely not. I don't think so. But by like starting price, maybe. But I don't think so, because Nintendo's done. I mean, if you mean standard game, yeah. But Nintendo's done like we Fit costs more. Like they've done like big, like, or like Labo Toy-Con or something like that. Like those were, some of those were like over $100 or like $100 or more. So like if you're talking about standard release, maybe, but if you're talking about like actual release for a game, no, because like Wii Fit was like, what was Wii Fit? I think that was there was something like they've had games that are more, from what I understand. Like I think Ring Fit was $80, so it must have been like I think Ring Fit might have been 80. But you got like obviously you got like the ring, you know. You know I'm talking about gaming history? No, it's not the most expensive in gaming history. No, absolutely not. Those other games that are more expensive. I have $10 in the piggy bank. I have $10. The $10 that will make or break the Mario Kart World fate right there. They talk about Moist Critical. What with the assault rifle stuff? I didn't mention anybody in particular, Felipe. But I'm just saying, like there are people that are going nuts over that. But like I said, they buy assault rifles and all sorts of weird stuff, and you know, all sorts. They arm themselves like Rambo, then get upset over $10. You know, so. That's just kind of weird to me. Let's see here. Mario Kart World has a lot of going on over. Okay, yeah, I already read that. My bad. Let's see here. The only thing I'll give Nintendo is that Switch 1 Pro controllers work. The only thing I'll give Nintendo Switch 1 Pro controllers work. The only thing you won't give them that the games look incredible. The games look pretty good, man. I know that maybe the prices aren't great. I agree. The prices could be better. But yeah, man. Like I don't know. The games look pretty fun. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so pre-orders will be 9 p.m., not 12 a.m. Phoenix? Doesn't Phoenix have a different time zone than PT? So you got to look at your time zone. So it's based off of that. It's 9 p.m. PT. So whatever that is in Phoenix, that's where it is. But I think you guys have a little bit of a different time zone. Do you 777? So look that up. Yes, Ring Fit sold really well. It sold like 10 million plus copies. It sold really well. Hopefully Switch 2 hard does not go up to $600 to $700. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go up to $600 or $700 because of tariffs, right? I think we're okay for now. But, you know, we might not be. So you never know, but we might not be okay, but we might be okay. Like it's a balancing act, man. It's a balancing act. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm staying up though. Phoenix doesn't do daylight savings. Arizona sometimes is PT, sometimes in MT. Okay, so look that up yourselves, guys. I ain't doing that. So, so if you live in Phoenix, look it up. The day that the pre-orders are going live, look up wherever your time zone is. It's 9 p.m. PT, so look up whatever that is, and whatever that is, that's when it's gonna go live for you too. So yeah, I've been to Arizona before. When I worked at a company, they sent me to Arizona for training. So yeah. Let's see here. Will Nintendo site go live on Thursday too? No, the Nintendo pre-order site, that's on May 8th. So that's going to be May 8th for the most dedicated fans. That's May 8th if I'm not correct. Let's see here. Okay, OJ, I'll give Nintendo those free updates to Odyssey World, Captain Toad, and Zelda. Oh, you're going to give them too. But you got to listen. I'm with you. By the way, I'm not arguing against you, Alejandro. I agree with the price stuff. Not the system price, but the game price stuff. But you got to give them Mario Kart World. You got to give them DK Bonanza. You got to give them Metroid Prime 4. You got to give them Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Starcross Worlds, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, you got, bro, in 60 frames with way better. Dude, you know the content looks lit. And let's just keep it a buck. You know the content, bro. The content looks incredible. By the way, what are the big first-party games from the industry this year? I mean, from first-party at least. Like, I don't know. It's been like the year's been good, but it's been like all it's been is just like been like grifting nonsense. Assassin's Creed, you know, nonsense. I like Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's okay, but it's not. It's good, but it's not lit. Like it's like I said, like it's not a bad game. It's a good game, but it's not lit. It feels good to play. PS5 Pro, but it's not a lit game. Like nothing has launched that's lit. Now we do got Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That's launching next week. I think that game will be lit. That will be the first Western game this year that I play that I feel is lit. But there really isn't anything to really get like, oh my gosh, it's just like games that are coming, and they're fine. People are gonna find those games great. But to me, I don't really see nothing that's getting me super excited. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, I love that game. I think that game is gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to playing that game. But right now, it's just kind of like, okay, you know, like what's going on, you know? Monster Hunter's been fire. I mean, Monster Hunter for me, I like Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter is not, and that's a Japanese game. That's not a Western game. That's a Japanese game. But like, it's been okay. Like, I'm just not as big into Monster Hunter. Like, I thought I was gonna get into it, and I just saw it. I'm just like, I saw people play it, and I saw like the gameplay, and I'm like, okay, it looks okay, but you know, I just don't feel like dedicating my time to doing this. Like, I don't feel like dedicating my time to just hunting monsters, you know. So I decided to just skip Monster Hunter. And get into Xenoblade Chronicles X. So Xenoblade Chronicles X has been incredible, and I love Xenoblade X. Like, I like having like a big party and like having like different characters. Like, there's a bunch of characters in Xenoblade Chronicles X. I like all that. That's what's like lit to me. And like Claire Obscure Expedition 33, you got a party. You've got like cool turn-based combat. You've got, you know, like where you're active defense. You know, you've got beautiful graphics. Like, that's what I want to play. I want to play something like that. You know, I don't really feel like just like, you know, hunting monsters all day. Like, I don't really feel like doing that. So I'll be honest. I thought I was gonna get it, but I just had to skip Monster Hunter Wilds. I had to skip it. You know, I had to skip it. But it's good though. But it's good. It's not bad, Projo. You're right. It is fire. It is fire. It's just not for me. It's just not for me this time. You know. It says, I'm going to skip my mortgage payment. And listen, you might be homeless or might get kicked out, or you might be a squatter, but you'll have a Switch 2, you know. You just finished Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive like 20 minutes ago. Nice. Congrats. Yeah, you got to pick and choose. Exactly. My time is super limited. And I just don't really feel like grinding Monster Hunter, you know. I just didn't feel like doing it this time around. I did it with Monster Hunter Rise, and, you know, if they make another Monster Hunter game for Switch 2, I'll cover it. But I just don't know if I feel like grinding out Monster Hunter. I did that with Monster Hunter Rise. I played like 50 plus hours or 60 hours, and that's not even that big of a grind, right? And I was just like, I'm okay. I don't really feel like just hunting monsters and collecting resources over and over. Alejandro with the $5 says, and also that first party games come full on cart, unlike disc-based games and that Secret Mario game for the holiday. I don't know if there's a Secret Mario game for the holiday, but not every, you know, obviously, not every cart comes full, right? There's the game key cards, but yeah, I think they basically got it, Alejandro, that it's either a game key card or it's either a full cartridge. So, for example, what's that game? Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that, fam. Thank you so much. Guardians of Azuma, that is on a full 64 gigabyte. Guardians of Fudging Azuma is on a full 64 gigabyte cartridge. Why is Guardians of Azuma on a, like, is that game that big? Apparently Guardians of Azuma, Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is a 64 gigabyte cartridge on Switch 2. Something tells me it's like 30 something gigabytes. I mean, does anybody know the actual file size for that game? That is insane to me that would be on a 64 gigabyte cartridge. So I'm guessing that it was bigger than a 32 gigabyte cartridge. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Guardians of Azuma is a crazy game. Check this out, guys. The Guardians of Azuma on Switch 2, it's a dual game. It's like it's a like an Xbox Smart Delivery. It is a custom version of Xbox Smart Delivery, but instead of having Smart Delivery where you download the Xbox Series version online and the game comes like with the Xbox One version, or even like a Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance on the Xbox Series. It has both of them on the disc. You don't have to download anything. It has both of them. So it's like that. Not all Xbox games have that, but this cartridge has that. If you put it in your Switch 1, it plays the Switch 1 version. If you put it in your Switch 2, it plays the Switch 2 version. It is nutty. I didn't think that was even possible with the cartridges, but it is possible to have a dual game on a cartridge. The Switch 1 version and the Switch 2 version. Now, I'm thinking, did they have to put both games on there? That's what I'm guessing, why the cartridge is 64 gigabytes, because they had to put the Switch 1 game fully on the cartridge and the Switch 2 game and be able to read which one it is. So it's actually pretty crazy. There is, from what I understand, there are no other games on Switch like that. Scarlet and Violet getting the Switch... No, Scarlet and Violet is not getting the Switch 2 edition of The Great Wall. Watch my videos on the Switch 2 editions. The ones that are happening, we've already got that. Pokemon Legends ZA is getting the Switch 2 edition. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is just getting a free update. Crispy Tofu with the $1 dono. Thank you for the $5, Alejandro. And thank you for the $1 dono, Crispy Tofu. And I'm going to read your comment in just a bit. All right, let's see here. We got 77, 78. Crispy Tofu says, I thought you said you were taking today off. I was, but then I'm not, because the pre-orders went live. Apparently there's only 8 gigabytes and 64 gigabyte carts. That's why. I heard that, but I can't get confirmation on that. Where did you hear that from? Like, I've been trying to look up and find that, but that seems more like a rumor than an actually like real thing, you know? So I don't know if that's the case. People are saying that, but so DK Bonanza is a 10 gigabyte game. So are you telling me that they did a 64 gigabyte cartridge for DK Bonanza? That just seems not likely. You know, like it just seems weird that there would only be that. So DK Bonanza's on a 64 gigabyte cartridge. And that game's only 10 gigabytes. So that just seems like, what? I don't know. Sonic Slim with the $2 or €2 says Switch 2 to support lots of third-party gear. Third-party gear. Third parties will make a lot of gear for Switch 2, yes. You will get a lot of gear from third-party developers for Switch 2, yeah. Big love, though, guys. Appreciate that. Let's go. We actually hit our going further than beyond.
Even further beyond.
And the limit break, so let's go ahead and play that. Let's go. Shout out, yeah, dual cartridge on that. Dual cartridge on there. So yeah, pretty crazy, right? Let me play. I'm gonna play. Actually, no. There's Kirby Air Riders Fountain of Dreams right there. What am I doing? Oh, I lost it though. Let me see here. Let me play Gerudo Valley. Bro, if they patch God of War that doesn't even hit a stable 6 frames per second, I'll be disappointed. Yeah, I mean, listen. I will take an unstable 60 frames per second right now over what they have. Like, honestly, what they have right now is a unstable 30 frames per second. And, like, that dips down. I will take unstable 60 over what they have. I'll take anything. I'll take the scrap at this point. I mean, it might be an unstable 60. I'll even take a locked 30. I think even a locked 30 frames per second is significantly better than what they have right now. Like, even a locked 30. So... I'll take anything. I'll take a lock 30. I'll take an unstable 60. Just give me something better than 20 frames, 23 frames, 19 frames, 30 frames, 24 frames. Give me a lock 30. Give me an unstable 60. That would be a massive improvement right there. Switch Pro controller compatible with Switch 2 is a huge win. It really is, because those controllers are expensive. I'll take anything. I'm desperate at this point, right? I think at this point, we'll take anything. Give me a lock 30. I mean, people weren't even expecting 60 frames. People were just expecting a lock 30, you know? Give me a lock 30 and I'm fine. Like, that's all I really need for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at this point. That's how low we've fallen at this point. Give me a lock 30 and I'm fine. It's a rumor, but people on forums like Family Boards are saying that's the case. Loads of 64 gigabyte carts have been made in order to bring the price of them down. That just seems so awkward. I would guess that they would do, at least if they're going to have a low amount of cartridges, it would be, I guess they would do an 8. Why don't they just do a 16? Just do a 16, do a 16, or do a 32. Do a 32 and do a 64 if you're gonna do that. Who's gonna have an 8 gigabyte game on Switch 2? There's gonna be barely anything. That doesn't make any sense. There's more to the story. There's definitely more to that. That just doesn't make any sense to me. OJ, your video called explains what Nintendo server. OJ, what's your video called explains what the Nintendo servers upgrade? Just look up NPLN. Just look up You don't even need to watch my video on it, Superman. Just look up NPLN servers Oatmeal Dome. If you look that up, then you can look it up on my channel if you want, or you can just Google search it, and it shows you. He'll explain the server upgrade. I can't tell how incredible frustrating it is that time I hear Japanese Switch 2 talked about it's region locked to Japan, but they emphasize it's the account. Yeah, I don't really know every details about the region lock system to Japan, so I don't really know everything about it, so I'm not really gonna comment too much on it. Give me a 2D game with soul. A 2D game with soul. Metroid Dread 2. New 2D Metroid. Something like that. Sonic Slim. Shout out. Thank you for the €2 earlier, brother. Appreciate you. Well, apparently there's a region lock system, and then there's like an unregion lock system in Japan. But once again, I don't know all the full details. I want a main Pinata or Snowman. Pinata or Snowman. Oh man, I can already tell my shit ain't gone. Oh, my eyes. Okay, we good though, guys. We good. How many? We're good. Okay, we're hour 30. We're good. We're good. But my eyes are kind of wearing on me. We'll be okay. 8 gigabytes is very small for most high-profile games. Even Romancing Saga Remastered gets over that. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. You can pop your, you can still pop your cartridges from any region. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till there's more details or till we get everything kind of like based off of that. Then I'll comment more. But yeah, I don't know all the details with that. I don't want to spread misinformation. So yeah. What's up? What's up, Ralphie? Welcome. I get frustrated because people think region lock. They think physical not count. Yeah. Once again, we'll wait till we get more details on that. You know. I'm a splurge just for the Kirby Air Riders and Mario Kart. Shoutouts. Garrett New. Yeah, what games are you guys, how about we can kind of move into that? Let's get the conversation going with that. What games are you guys most looking forward to playing this year, the calendar year of 2025? What games are you guys most looking forward to playing? Okay, guys, I'll be honest though, I don't know if my eyes are going to make it throughout the whole night. They're starting to spaz a little bit. Let's maybe go to the top of the hour. I'm sorry, I hate to cut JoJo Friday off a little early, but I'm actually thinking my eyes are starting to spaz out. Okay. Donkey Kong. We'll go to the top of the hour. I think I can make it to the top of the. I can make it to the top of the hour. I can make it for like we'll do another 25 minutes. So we'll make it a 2-hour stream. Instead of, I thought we can go 3 hours tonight, guys, but I don't know if my eyes will make it the whole night. So yeah, let's go. Let's do 25 minutes. I think I can make it. This song is Future Lotus Funk, Record of Lotus War Armix. So yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm gonna have to do on days that my eyes can't make it? I'm gonna have to make like a virtual like VTuber OJ. I'm gonna have to, and then I can, cause like it's the light right here, and I can turn out the light and I can still talk to you guys, but it'll be VTuber OJ. And I know that might be lame, but it'll help save my eyes from this damn light that's here. You know, I can chill a little bit. So I think I'll probably set that up. I'll get somebody to help me set up VTuber OJ. So on days that my eyes are bugging, I can turn out the light and I can still talk. I actually think I have a program in my editor, in my Power Director that does talking avatar. I think I might actually be able to simulate that. Hold up. Give me a second. Yeah, I think I have a what's it called? I have a talking avatar thing that I can at least use in the meantime. Yeah, I think I have that. So maybe I'll look into doing a talking avatar thing. So if my eyes bug out, then I'll just use the avatar that I already have. A couple avatars. Like I already have like my my art that I use for the thumbnail. I can just use that, and then like I can make it to where like bounces and kind of like talks, you know. So we can do something like that if my eyes are bugging. Have we seen Switch to eShop interface yet? Not really. A little bit, but not really. DK, MP4, Mario Kart World, Pokemon Legends. Ooh, that's a good lineup. I do have blue lenses. These are blue light blocking glasses, and I have a filter on both of my PC screens. Let's see here. No games for me in 2025. Now 2026 on the other hand. No games in 2025. No Breath of the Wild. No Tears of the Kingdom. No Mario Kart. No DK. Damn. Man, I don't like nothing. Tears, Cyberpunk, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid, Pokemon. It's gonna be expensive year. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be expensive year. So, Budgie, I'm hyped now for pre-order. I need to decide the retailer to go with. I have a 200 DL gift for Walmart, but I know Best Buy is gonna be midnight. What would you do? I'd get it where you can, so I try to pre-order it at both, and whatever you can get, you know. Borderlands 4, GTA 6 better not be 99, and if it is 99, what's gonna happen? You're gonna still buy it if you want it. So people keep on saying it better not be $100, it better not be 80. Like I said, I think a boss move from them would be put it at 70. That would just show up everybody like, all right, you know. They said GTA, one of the most expensive games ever to make. Probably the most expensive game ever to make, maybe. That is only going to be $70. Okay, I think that'll scare everybody right out of making games for 80. You know. DK is special. Been a while. Yeah. GTA 6 will be 70. Single player 30. Multiplayer full game 100. Felipe, that might be true. Or they might do different editions, right, Felipe? So you get standard edition for 70. Deluxe upgraded edition for 80, this edition for 90. They might do that, and then yeah, multiplayer, an add-on. Yeah, they could do that. I can see them doing like a variable tiered pricing type of thingy. Yeah, Rockstar is gonna make the real money off whatever place GTA. Yeah, GTA Online is gonna be the big place where they make the money. So I guess they don't have to worry too much about the price of the standard game when they know that they're gonna make all their money off shark cards and stuff like that. So I don't think Metroid Prime isn't seven. I mean, I don't know if you're in Canada, but Metroid Prime is $70, at least $70 US. So it's 60 with the upgrade. It's 70. So. Oh wait, does it have to be Nintendo? Because if not, Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, Fatal Fury next week, Hollow Knight, Silksong. Well, all those are. I think all those are. Well, Ninja Gaiden's not, but Shinobi, Fatal Fury. No, that's not either. Shinobi. I think Shinobi is on Nintendo. But yeah, I'm not saying first party. I'm just saying games in general. It doesn't have to be like first party Switch 2 games or Switch games. It can be anything. But yeah, because Silksong's on Switch and Switch 2. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay, you're in Florida, says. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be 70 then. It's going to be 70. You guys don't have state sales tax, right? Or you guys have state sales? You guys don't have state sales tax. Or no, you guys don't have state taxes, like a state tax that you have to pay. But you guys have sales tax on games and stuff. So yeah, but you guys don't actually have like a state tax to pay, like you pay your tax like you have a state and a federal. You guys just have federal. You guys have of course you guys have sales tax on products. You guys have sales tax on product. I know that, but I'm just saying you guys don't actually have like state taxes to pay, which is, by the way, I'll tell you something right now. California state taxes suck. They freaking suck, man. They trash. But hey, it is what it is. Pay for the schools, you pay for the food, pay for the schools, pay for the roads, pay for all that stuff. Blah blah blah. I know. We pay for it in property taxes. To be honest, I got property tax here too. I pay property tax here as well. That's outside of my state tax, by the way. See, Switch 1 plus 2 library owns PS4 plus PS5 library. Switch 1 plus 2 library. I think that's the cool thing about Switch 2, guys, is that we actually have a back catalog of games that you want to play now. You know, there was an interview though, guys. There was an interview with I read the full interview from the developer deep dive for the Switch 2, and actually, even without patches, some games might even run better on Switch 2 than Switch 1. I love Cali though. No, it's a beautiful state. I'm not moving or anything. I don't want to like not live here. I love Cali. I wouldn't move. I like Cali. I like Cali a lot. There's like a lot of positive things about Cali. Where I live in too is like, I can't sit here and cap. Like where I live is like not as expensive as other places. Like I don't live in the super expensive part of Cali. Central California is actually affordable and decent. The weather is just really hot. It's just like, kind of air quality is not the best, but like the actual like, the actual living cost is actually not bad compared to like Southern California or Northern California. So yeah, a lot of my friends that moved away, that went to San Diego or went to San Francisco or went to different places, they're all moving back. That's the funniest thing. Like they're all, and they got good jobs. I mean, one of my friend A-Tray, man, he's a doctor. He got his doctorate, and he went through some other stuff, but he decided, man, he's like, I just got to come back, man. Like, I want to buy a house. I want to save a little bit more because I'm just he's starting up his practice, so yeah. So I mean, it's more affordable than other places. So yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not gonna sit here and complain. It's okay. But yeah, no, man. Like, it is what it is. So Metroid being $6.99 is incredible. The game is automatic purchase. Well, yeah, it's a $60 game, then it's a $10 upgrade. So that's the game. Property taxes have risen so much in Florida. They're talking about trying to cap or abolish them. Yeah, I did hear about that. I did hear about the taxes, or the property taxes are really high. So like you get like a good price on a house, but then the property taxes just completely jack up like the goodwill of you get in the house. NYC taxes be crazy. They take damn near half my check. That's insane, man. That's absolutely nuts. Like, yeah, NYC is just. It's crazy. NYC is worse than California at times, in terms of like the taxes. So thanks to Google destroying our yard, the property taxes got reduced because the appraisal went down. Oh, Google how they destroy your yard? Was that through the fiber between? What they do to your yard? Will Nintendo have an official mouse mat? I think they might do something special for mouse mats. Maybe like My Nintendo or something like that. I'm pretty sure third-party developers will do it. CA has low property tax, but everything else is mad expensive. I'm glad I moved moved years ago from it. Yeah. The property tax it's not too bad, but I still pay, I still pay, but it's not too bad. But everything else is, mad expensive. State tax is pretty expensive, but it's all good, man. You find where you can live and you live where you can live, and that's that, Maybe one of these days I'll move, but I'm pretty comfortable here. Like, I'm comfortable in my house, I remodeled it. It's gaining value, so yeah, I'm comfortable, paying. I got a good, I don't love the payment, but it's okay. So it's okay. Google Fiber that we don't even use. That's what I was thinking, Bead Queen, that they ripped up the fiber. Sorry, my sister was calling me. Sorry, I'm telling her I'm streaming right now. Streaming right. Let me just tell her right now. Get out of NYC. The thing about NYC, it's why it's hard to leave NYC, because usually people with NYC, there's rich tradition and family. You know what I'm saying? So you got family, you got rich tradition. You're not gonna want to leave. People that live in New York, there's a lot of issues, but they love New York. And they just love it. They love the vibe. They love the city. They love the hustle and bustle. So people that live in New York, man, they have a certain attitude that's adjusted to New York. They have that certain style or that swag, or the Yankees or the Mets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you don't want to leave because it's part of you, Like, and I've talked to people that are from New York. Like, I know people, and like, they'll complain about it, but it's just them. It's them. Their jobs there, or whatever. Like, they have a affinity with the city, so they ain't leaving, man. They ain't leaving. A lot of people do leave, though. A lot of people do leave, but a lot of people stay. A lot of people stay. So yeah. Let's see here. Born and raised in NYC, left 3 years, haven't looked back, but always be a part of me. Yeah. Let's see here. Rich tradition. Those taxes is a poor tradition. Yeah. You all should just move to Ohio, bro. I am good on that one. Hell nah. No offense to the Ohio peeps out there, but hell nah, I ain't moving no damn Ohio. It's good, great state. Shout outs to Scott the Waz. He's Ohio. I can go, hey y'all, in Ohio, but hell nah, I ain't moving out there. Got me twisted. I like being close, like being able to drive to LA, or being able to drive to San Fran, or being close to Zona, or being close to Vegas. Like, I like that. Like, I like my area in California is good, because I got LA a couple hours down south. I got San Diego about 4 hours. I got San Francisco about 4 or 5 hours drive. Plane ride, it's like, or plane flying, it's like 45 minutes. I got Vegas is 4 hours from me. I got Zona. It's Oregon or Washington. Seattle's not too far. Seattle's only like a 2 hour, like an hour something, 2 hour flight. So Seattle's like, I'm good. Cause you're close to, like, for me in my business at least, I want to be close. Like, if I got to go to an event, like a Los Angeles event, or like Nintendo's in Seattle, so fly to Seattle for a Nintendo event. Like, I can do that. I can do that no problem. I don't want to be flying from Ohio to go to Seattle, or flying from Ohio to go to California for events. Hell no. I'm good. No, I ain't trying to do all that. For me, at least. So yeah. Corn is cool in Canada. Yeah, I'm late to the stream, but I saw him play Asia suggesting Guardians of Azuma in EU might be using a game key card, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. In EU, I don't know about EU, because they put up a post today saying that it's a full 64 gigabyte cartridge. So I'm not sure if that's the case. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I don't think so. I don't know if you can you do game key cards in certain regions, but other regions not? They haven't detailed that. So yeah. Let's see here. OJ, speaking of taxes, seems like getting the console at launch is the move. They left the door open to raise the price. Yeah, they might raise the price, guys. They might raise the price, later down the line. So yeah. Look, I'll be the highness until a major price drop. It's either a hacked potato computer or get a Steam Deck. Look at how you're a fan, but the economy is not good. It's either until a major price drop, it's either a hacked potato computer or a Steam Deck. Man, ain't nobody buying a damn Steam Deck, Damien. But I don't care what you buy, bro. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. You can do that. If you feel like the economy is not good for you to be able to buy a $450 system or a $500 system, that's fine too. People are buying PS5s though. PS5 is $500. People are buying those systems. So, and people are buying games at 70. People are buying games at digital deluxes. So, I mean, you can buy whatever you want. Nobody's telling you that you have to buy a Switch 2. Okay? So, I don't know why you come here and try to make your case for something. Dude, buy and play whatever you want. Like, honestly. Because, like, you did that last time that you were here. Nobody cares what you buy or play, dude. Like, honestly, like, if you want to play what you want to play, if you don't want to play, if it's too pricey, play your potato computer. Go hack and do whatever you... Nobody cares, man. Like, but nobody cares about Steam Deck. Like, if that's what you want to play... You don't have to come try to prove your point to me or try to, but, like, it seems like y'all upset that nobody cares about your Steam Deck or about your potato computers. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We're going to play Switch 2. We're going to get it. We're going to enjoy it. You enjoy your games. You have fun. But I don't care if you have no money to buy a Steam Deck or if you have no money to buy a Switch 2. If you don't have the money to buy it or if the economy's not good for you, then that's fine. Buy and play your games, man. Nobody is trying to convince you to buy it. Like, honestly, I swear. You know what I'm saying? That I am not trying to convince you to buy a Switch 2. I do not care if you buy a Switch 2. I do not care if take your money, buy what you want, play what you want, enjoy the games that you want. Tell me what games you're gonna play. I don't care. Play whatever you want, brother. Like, you don't gotta try to convince me. Like, nobody cares, brother. There are people that want to spend their money on their games. They have the money for it. We've been saving up. It's been 8 years. The economy, you're talking about the economy. It's been 8 years. People have been saving for 8 years to buy the Switch 2. Ain't nothing gonna stop our hype to get the Switch 2, brother. Ain't nothing gonna stop our hype to play Mario Kart. Ain't nothing gonna stop our hype to play DK. We want to play the games. If you don't want to, cool. But you're not convincing anybody here to not play it. But if that's what you want to do, I'm honestly like, I swear, that's cool, brother. You can do whatever you want. But it's all good, man. But I ain't buying no damn crusty Steam Deck. I sold mine. I damn right I sold it. I'll bleep and do it again. I ain't buying no damn Steam Deck. I don't care about no damn baked potato PC. I already got a really good PC. I ain't playing no damn games on there. I don't want to. It's boring. It's boring. They don't do no damn events. They don't do no damn exclusives. It's just boring. It's PC. I want a good environment. I want exclusives. I want shows. I want presentations. Like, I want the vibe. I want the big first party games. I don't want to be sitting here dumbass PC culture. I don't like it. I tried, fam. You know, I tried. It sucks. I don't like it. So, like, I hate PC culture. It's boring as hell. It's just console games. And there's no events. Valve don't make nothing. Valve don't make a damn thing. They just sit here and make billions off of everybody. They don't make nothing. Valve don't make no damn games. We don't get no Half-Life. We don't get any Left 4 Dead. We don't get any new Portal from them. We don't get nothing. Valve's boring. It's boring. It just is, bro. There ain't no exclusives. It's just console games that these developers make for PS5 and then put it on PC. It's boring. I don't want to do no damn drivers. I don't want to do no damn updates all the time. I don't want to do it. So I don't care about your potato PCs or anything. I don't care about you PC people. You guys go enjoy it. I don't care. Like, I don't care, man. Like, I don't understand why you always try. I don't care, man. The economy's bad. The economy's bad, fam. I'm good. I don't want to play. It's boring. It's boring. There ain't nothing. It's just PS5 games that run better. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I already got a PC. I already got a PS5. I already got all that, fam. I'm looking for something new. I want to play the DK. I want to play Mario. I want to play, like, that's what I want to play, brother. That's it. So I ain't trying to be mean, but I just want to make sure I lay that out there. I ain't trying to convince none of y'all. I might need to make a video because I got people trying to sit here and make like I'm trying to be a double agent for Nintendo. Bro, I swear I am not trying to convince none of you guys. Y'all play whatever you want. Y'all buy whatever you want. Y'all be happy. Use your money on efficiency. Go buy cheap ass PC games. Go hack it. I don't care. Go be Watch Dogs. Go be Dog Watch. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Go be Agent Cody Banks. Go hack and steal your way to victory. Bro, I've stopped caring about what... I don't care. I never did care, but I will never care about you PC guys. Y'all just weird, man. Just go play your games and enjoy. Let people that want to play, have an environment and a culture and Nintendo Directs and let people have their fun. Y'all go play your PC shit. And that's that, man. I don't think I'm gonna rant on it no more, fam. But be a cheapskate. I don't care. Nobody cares, man. Go be a cheap, broke ass gamer. Nobody cares, man. If that's how you're gonna be, that's how you're gonna be. But that's not how we want to be. We don't want to live like that. I live one life, and I ain't gonna be living it playing bum cheap PC games all day. That's not the life I'm gonna live, fam. I want to be able to take my games on the go, and I don't want a damn Steam Deck to do it. I don't want to have to transfer it back and forth. I want to have on the go, and I want to have docked, and I want to have exclusives. I want to have big first party games that I like. That's what I want, and I'll pay a premium for that. I don't need to buy 5,000 PC games that I'm not gonna play. I'll use that money towards playing games that I actually want to play, like DK. I don't need 17 PC games. I'll just buy DK and enjoy DK. Or I'll just buy Mario Kart World and enjoy Mario Kart World. Or I'll just buy Zelda. I don't even gotta buy Zelda, you know? I'll just buy the games that I want. I don't need 5 billion PC games. I don't sit here rotting my life away playing video games all day. I play what I want. I buy what I want. I don't have a ton of time to play games, but when I play something, it's not going to be sitting here scrolling through a damn Steam list of a million different games. Man, nobody cares about Steam sales or all. Like, I don't care. So I'm sorry, but like these PC guys, y'all weird as hell. Y'all try to imprint your damn psyche on everybody else. Nobody cares about your damn PC. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it. After that one weirdo, that roided out weirdo sitting here getting mad at me selling my Steam Deck, like, I'm so sick and tired of you PC guys. Y'all annoying. Go play your bum ass PC. Like, like, go play your bum ass PC and leave everybody else alone. Nobody cares about your cheap ass PC. Like, oh my god, it's annoying. Okay, it's cheap. Okay, well, you Steam sale. Like, okay, good. I got a PC too. If I feel like it, I'll get it, but I don't. Like, I'm so sick and tired of you guys. Y'all annoying. Y'all so annoying. Like, leave me alone. God damn, leave me alone. I don't care. So anyway, that was that. Let's see, common defense when it comes to powerful PC handhelds more expensive than Switch 2, but instead of buying expensive crappy games and just play your favorite Steam, I'm so tired of PC people. I really am. After going through the comment section, I thought about making a follow-up to my I sold my Steam Deck video. So I thought about taking some of like the meanest comments and reading them off, but then I was looking through it, I'm like, these people are crazy. Like, these people are legitimately crazy. You know, I'm good. I don't really feel like dealing with these people anymore. These PC people are weird. Um, let's see here. OJ, you think console platforms will ever stop charging for online access? Stop charging? I mean, maybe one of these days. Let's see here. You went off like I did yesterday. Yeah, party man. Yeah, yeah. I'm just sick of it, man. I'm just tired. Like, I don't. And PC, like, oh, dude, we know PC's there. We know, we've heard you. We know if Valve actually did something, maybe I'd be more excited about PC. Valve doesn't do anything. It's just Steam sales. It's just PS5 games. Or it's just PS5 games on my PC that I can't even play as comfortable on my, unless I want to hook up my PC to my TV. Why? I got a PS5 Pro. I can just play it there, or I can just use my Switch. I can play my game anywhere that I want. I don't care about Steam Deck. I don't want to use a Steam Deck. I tried it. I don't want to sit there and that thing updates every 3 seconds. It updates. Like, I don't want to use Steam Deck. Some games, sometimes they're optimized, sometimes they're not. Sometimes my Pal World never worked for me. I'm good. I'm done with Steam Deck. I'm done with PC. I don't I don't I don't play games enough. Like, I don't play enough games to sit there and say that I need to buy a million games. Now, if I had no job and I had no social life and I had no family, sure, maybe I'll sit down and play PC. I'll buy a million PC games and sit there and waste and rot my life away playing PC games all day. But I don't. I have a business to run. I have a community to run. I have outside business stuff that I run. I have a family. You know what I'm saying? I have a stream, and I have games. There's certain specific games that I grew up playing that I love, like on Switch or even PlayStation. So I already have so much things that I got to do. I don't care about people that say I get cheap games. Good for you. I don't care. I want stuff that I like. I don't care if a game is cheap. If a game is $2 or $10, that doesn't make a game better to me. Like, I work hard and I do my best and I work hard so I can be able to afford what I want. You know, so I'm so sick and tired of people, you know, trying to game share their brokenness on me. Like,
Woken up from my long slumber just to hear some PC slander. I hope that you know this means war. My PC brethren, wipe those Cheeto stains off your fingers because it's time for battle. Now play me some battle music, Nintendo
like
man.
people try to cast their cast being broke on me, guys. Like, stop trying to
shoot cast being broke. I mean, that's fine. If you're broke or your budget, that's fine, man. You know what? Be a budget. I'm there for you. But stop trying to cast that onto me. I can afford what I can afford. I can afford it because I work hard. I do my best. I'm diligent. I edit my videos. I edit other people's videos. I do my business. I do my best. I try my hardest and I work hard and I can afford what I can afford. I'm not rich by any means, but that's okay. I don't have to be able to afford some Nintendo games. To be able to afford some games, I don't have to be rich to be able to afford some Nintendo games. You know what I'm saying? So like people try to make it seem as if you're a damn millionaire because you want to play Nintendo Switch 2. It's not that. It's not like that. So people game casting broke to me. I'm just tired of it. That's what the PC you complain, bro. Okay, I know. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going off on Damien. I shouldn't have went off, but it's like it's other people saying it to me as if I can't write off everything that I get, or if I can't afford what I can get. I am not you know. Listen, guys, I make enough to be able to buy video games, you know. And like I said, I'm not rich, but I make enough, and I'm tired of people trying to tell me you should be this because it's cheap. Like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Play your cheap games, enjoy your cheap games, but stop trying to cast that off to everybody else. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'll buy whatever I feel like buying. To me, I bought Ratchet and Clank at 70. I bought Returnal at 70. That's too much for me. I don't feel like paying 70 for those games anymore, or I'm not going to pay 70 for that. That's fine. I'll get them on sale. If something's too expensive, I'll get it on sale. I'll work it out. But there's certain things that I want to play day one. There's certain things that for my own personal enjoyment in my life, I don't want to sit here and wait for a sale. I want to, because I never get that time back. That time never comes back. That life clock that you have, it keeps ticking. And when the clock stops, it stops. You don't ever get that time back. So I'm not gonna sit here waste my time sitting here rotting my life away playing PC games all day and saying, well, I can't afford this, and sitting there and playing that. I'm gonna play what I want to play during my life. I'm not gonna sit there and play something just because it's cheap. I'm gonna play what I really want to play. And what I really want to play costs this much. So I'm gonna buy that. And that's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it, fam. There ain't nothing more or less. I'm not gonna buy and play PC games because they cheap. I don't care. I got one life to live. I'm gonna play what I want to play with the people who I want to play with in my community, and that's that. Like, that's it. If you want to play that stuff, that's cool. You play. But I'm not. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people trying to, like I said, Gamecast being broke to me or Gamecast budgeting to me. Okay, that's fine. You're a super couponer. That's great. Super coupon your way to and rot your life away playing a million PC games. But like, I ain't doing that. I'm playing what I want. It's gotten to the point to where it's out of control, bro. It's out of control. All right, let's see here. Now I'm the rant over. Battle music. Let's see here. Battle music. RPG. And bro, these PC fanboys complain about Breath of the Wild on Switch 2, not excited for Oblivion Remaster. What about the chip? I don't know if those are the same people that are excited or not. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah. But it's all good. I'm gonna need your Switch 2 friend code, OJ. Yeah, I got you guys. I got you guys when Switch 2 comes out. I got you guys. Shout outs to PC Super Soldier. Appreciate you. Combo breaks. I'm sorry for the rant, guys, man. I'm sorry for that rant. And sorry, Damien. I didn't mean to rant, man. And I kind of took out some of the problems that I had with people on my PC Steam Deck video because you saying the same thing that they saying. So it just kind of brought up like, I'm so sick and tired of people talking about budget PC gaming. Bro, I have a backlog of games that I haven't even played yet. I don't care about budget PC gaming. Like, I don't care about you saving your money for PC gaming. That's great. Save your money. Have fun. Tell me what games you're playing. But in this economy, I get it. The economy's bad. Like, I get it, guys. Like, I get it. I understand the economy's bad. It is. It's bad for me. That's why I'm working more videos. I'm doing more streams, more videos. It's bad for everyone. I'm editing more other people's videos. I'm doing more work myself. I get it. The economy's bad. I get it, fam. But like, I'm not skimping out on what I want to play. Like I said, I got one life. And I'm not going to waste my life playing bum-ass PC games and cheap PC games because they're cheap. I'm not doing that. No, I'm going to buy what I want, premium. What I want, I'm going to buy it. You know why? Because it's my life. It's my life and it's what I want to play. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. If you want to do that, go do that. If you want to be, play PC Steam sales and buy a bunch of PC games, that's fine. But I'm not doing that. I want to play what I want to play. I want to play DK. DK looks lit. It looks better than anything
that I've seen in a while when it comes to platformers. It looks incredible. You can freaking burrow into the ground and you can do all sorts of cool stuff. Like, it's got a unique gameplay hook. It just looks so much fun. I'm an old school DK fan. You got the classic levels. That's what I want to play. It costs 70. I'm copping it for 70. That's it. I'm not gonna buy I can buy 15 PC games for the same $70. No, I'm good. I'm just not gonna play those PC games. I'm just gonna spend that. I could have got 15 games on PC for that 70. I'm just gonna spend that 70 on the game that I really want to play. Instead of sitting here and scrolling through endless PC games or endless Game Pass games. I'm just gonna play what I want. I don't got that much time to play games anyway. So I'm gonna play what I really, really, really want to play and beat those games and enjoy the content. And then the next big game that I really want to play. So it's about, for me, it's about quality, not the quantity. I want both. I want a good quantity of games, but I also want a high quality that I'm going to play. And spending all my money on PC games for being cheap is just not it's not my groove. I tried it. I swear I tried it. And it's just not, it's not me. It's just not me. I'm this economy. I need you to buy a $2,000, $2,000 one. Yeah. Like I've got Steam. Y'all look, I've showed you guys this before. But I'll show you. I've got Steam. I've got all the games. Look, I got a ton of games. Look, there's all sorts of games that I can play. I got Persona, I got Power World, I got Helldivers, I got I got Strider, I got Bloodstain, I got Naruto, I got Left 4 Dead, I got Skyrim, I got Bayonetta, I got Galaxy, I got Bioshock, I got Black Myth Wukong, I got all sorts of games to play. I got a million games. I already know PC. Like, people think just because I like Nintendo, I got it. I know. I know, I've heard you guys. Like, I know, I got it. You know? So anyway, that's that. No hentai puzzle games. No hentai puzzle games. I heard you sold your Steam Deck. Damn right. I'll do it again. I sold my Steam Deck for a Switch too. I took that money, sold it on eBay, put that money towards a Switch too. So knowing that people push what platform you should play on, just play what makes you happy. Exactly. Damn right. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I can already predict that these PC filmmakers say, OJ, you're already wasting your life playing the garbage overpriced Nintendo games. That's fine. That's their opinion. But I'm not wasting my life because of your opinion. My life is my life. You worry about your life, I'll worry about my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's stupid. That's a fallacy, or that's a misconstrued argument in the first place. You're wasting your life, you know, playing this. I'm like, no, listen, y'all play what you want to play. You can play what you want to play. Whatever you think, you can rot away your life playing whatever you want to play. I'll rot away my life playing whatever I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just worry about yourself. You know, you play PC, you want to have fun, you play that. That's fine. Me, I'll play what I want to. I'll play what I want. And y'all, you're not me. You're not my dad, or you're not my mom. You don't control what I do. So just play what you want. I'll play what I want and move on and keep it moving. Midoriya K12 with the $7.99 says, preach, brother OJ. Have to say though, over Dreamcast guy popping up every day with his flame baiting don't buy Switch 2 videos. It ain't gonna work. People are just gonna buy it. Like, whenever you make videos of people, like when people say don't buy Switch 2 or it's gonna flop, or don't buy Switch, people are just gonna end up buying it. It's a reverse. It's the opposite of what's gonna happen. Because people are going to see the games like Mario Kart, and they're going to get hit with FOMO, and they're going to see one at a store, they're going to see one, and they're going to be like, all right, I got to get this thing, you know? So when people say don't buy Switch 2, they're just going to do the opposite. People made the same videos for Switch 1. Exactly, these PC fanboys' logic, no matter, they don't want to debate because they're going to get eviscerated by you ASAP. Ain't nobody going to debate me on what games I should be playing, like what I want to do with my own life. You sound like a complete moron. That's such a dumb debate. Like, you're going to debate me on PC versus me buying selling my Steam Deck for a PC, like, or for a Switch 2. That is the dumbest debate that I've ever heard. There is no debate. Like, there is no debate. Like, why do you care about what somebody sells to get something else? Like, that's stupid. You don't know me. You have no, like, so that's why there will never be a debate. Nobody will ever debate me on me selling a system to buy another system. That is there's no debate. I mean, I tried to get it, but of course he ran scared, you know, so. Where will you pre-order Switch 2? I'm going to try to pre-order Switch 2 from as many places as I can, but Best Buy will probably be my main place. that I try to pre-order. But yeah, I'm gonna try to pre-order from Best Buy, from Target, from Walmart, from wherever I can. I can afford a Switch 2, but I'm just a bit concerned the Joy-Con drift. I don't think you should really be concerned with Joy-Con drift because they completely redesigned the Joy-Cons from the ground up. So I'm pretty sure that they addressed that when they redesigned them. How quick do you think they'll sell out? I think there's going to be a pretty good stock, so I don't know if they'll sell out instantly or if it's going to take a couple days or something. Shadow Nix says, I'm playing Mass Effect 2 for the first time after you recommended it. Really enjoyed it, but PC port is trash. Will we get it on Switch 2? Yeah, I recommended the Xbox Series X version, not the PC version of the game, Shadow Nix. I'm almost positive I said Xbox Series X version of the game. I did not recommend the PC version of the game. I recommended the Xbox Series X version of the game. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get it on Switch 2 or not. So we'll see. So your MK World video, the entire Switch 2 discourse is exhausting and annoying. Once Switch 2 is out, most of them will shut up. Yeah, I think once the games come out and people start playing, I think it'll be fun. So yeah. We have I mean, not everybody's Joy-Cons drift, guys. Over the course of the Switch life, Nintendo did make a few tweaks to refine them to be a bit better. So a lot of the newer Joy-Cons might not drift. They might drift, but they might not drift. It's also how clean you keep them as well, but some people's never did. But yeah, they did refine them over the course of time. But yeah, with the Switch 2, I don't think there's really going to be any problem with Joy-Con drift because that was a major problem with Switch 1. And Nintendo did say that they completely redesigned from the ground up the Joy-Con. So they call them smooth gliding sticks. So I'm guessing with that redesign of the smooth gliding sticks, they definitely made like the little, you know, put the little piece of lint or whatever you need to do to make sure that the sticks wouldn't drift. I don't see that being a major problem. Vito with the $1.99. I sold my PC and put the money towards the Switch 2. No, you didn't, you liar. Best Buy Online. Best Buy Online is a good place to pre-order. Best Buy Online. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the pre-orders are always a hectic time. You think there's a limit to how many Switches can be pre-ordered at one place? Yes, they're gonna limit you to one or two. I was saying, it's your favorite RPG. I bought the original PC version back in the day and never played it. Yeah, I recommend the Xbox. It's not my favorite RPG. Chrono Trigger is my favorite RPG, but it's one of my favorite RPGs, Mass Effect. But did you play Mass Effect 1 first? So I don't recommend getting into Mass Effect 2 before you play Mass Effect 1. Let's see here. Yeah, the only Joy-Con that drift badly were the ones from my launch Switch. I bought the neon colored ones and they still haven't drifted. Yeah, most of the newer ones are okay, but you got to keep them clean too, though. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream. And wait till that Dragon Quest drops. I think Square Enix is gonna announce Dragon Quest probably at this upcoming direct that we have. I think Dragon Quest is gonna be announced for Switch 2. I think that's gonna blow Japan. Japan is gonna literally jump and do like a spin and land back down, bro. It's gonna jump and do a spin and land back down. When Dragon Quest gets fully revealed and they show off gameplay running on Switch 2, I mean, it's gonna come to Xbox and PlayStation, or it's gonna come to PlayStation and Xbox as well too. So it's gonna come to everything, but they're gonna reveal it first for Switch 2. And when they do that, man, that's gonna be wild. I'm bummed that Switch 2 Pro Controller increased in price, but I'm glad I can use my 8-bit controller. Yeah, it increased by $5, so there was a $5 increase in price, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, because it's gonna be pretty much gonna be a $100 controller, right? Like, so it's expensive, man. The damn tariffs, dude. Damn freaking tariffs, man. Let's go over the what's it called? The prices, actually. Let's go over that. We haven't went over the full prices and all that stuff. So let's see here. The Switch 2 Pro controller is lit though. Like it look bro, it's actually pretty nice. I'll keep it a buck. It's actually really nice. But yeah. It's a super nice controller. Did they do the developer interview? Alright, here we go. Hope Monster Hunter World, and Monster Hunter Wild come to Switch 2. I don't know if they'll both come, but we'll see. So yeah. Wait, can we use our 8-bit controllers for Switch 2? We should be able to use them, yeah, because they work with Switch 1. So any controller that works with Switch 1 should theoretically work with Switch 2. So anyway, here's the prices. So let me read off this. So Switch 2. Nintendo maintains Nintendo Switch 2 pricing. That's the press. Nintendo maintains Switch 2 pricing. Retail pre-orders to begin April 24th in US. Retail pre-orders for Switch 2 will begin on April 24th, 2025. At launch, the price for the Switch 2 in the US will remain as announced on April 2nd at $449.99, and the Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle will remain as announced at $499.99. Pricing for both physical and digital versions of Mario Kart World $79.99 and Donkey Kong Bonanza $6.99 will also remain unchanged at launch. However, Nintendo Switch 2 accessories will experience price adjustments from those announced on April 2nd due to changes in market conditions. This means tariffs. Due to tariffs. Other adjustments to price of any Nintendo product are also possible in the future, depending on market conditions. We apologize for the retail pre-order delay and hope this reduces some of the uncertainty our customers may be experiencing. We thank our customers for their patience, and we share their excitement to experience Nintendo Switch 2 starting June 5th, 2025. So, yeah, so we have that. The Switch 2 for the, as of April 18th. So that could change. $449 for the regular one. $499 for the Switch 2 Mario Kart bundle. Mario Kart World unchanged. Donkey Kong Bonanza unchanged. The Switch 2 Pro Controller, it's $84.99. My bad. Did I say 95? I meant to say 84. So it was $79.99. Now it's $84.99. So it's a $5 increase. The Joy-Con pair. The Joy-Con pair was $89.99. Now it's $94.99. So yeah, for a $5 increase. Joy-Con, I don't know what the difference is because I don't remember what the difference is here. So somebody let me know what the differences are in dollars with the charging grip, the Joy-Con strap, the wheel set. You don't need any of this crap, to be honest, man. I mean, like, it comes with a pair of Joy-Cons unless you need another one. But honestly, if you're having family play, I don't suggest buying like extra controllers. If you already have Switch 1, there's really no need to buy like another like 2 or 3 controllers. Really, if you want a Switch 2 Pro controller, just buy one. Just buy one of them, and you don't need to buy a bunch of them because your Switch 1 controllers work with all of them, which Nintendo did state on the website here. They did say Switch 1 controllers work. So you don't really need all of this other stuff, this wheel set. All this stuff doesn't really matter. The camera, that'd be good. The Switch 2 dock set, that's like if you want like an extra, like to be able to take your Switch and put it to a different TV without moving the dock. I mean, that might come in handy later, or if you have different places where you have a TV. I moved all of my stuff into this office where I used to have it where I have my office and then I play games here sometimes, but I also have my other room, like in my son's room where I play games. But I moved everything, my TV, all my stuff, I moved everything to my office. So now it's all in one. I moved my work clothes into this closet that I have here. So I have everything that I need for work and for, you know, even just playing, like just casually. I have it all in this one room. So I actually I'm not going to get another, there's no need for me to get another dock set because I have my OLED TV here. I don't want to play on my other TVs. My other TVs in my house aren't OLED. So for me, I don't need this right now. Maybe later in the future, I might need it. I might need another dock, but I actually don't need one. If I need to play somewhere else in the house, I'll probably just play portable mode, you know? Switch 2 carrying case, screen protector. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any screen protectors. Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case. I don't know why that's $84, but that's pricey. But I guess it comes with like everything. AC adapter, $34.99. I mean, you'll probably be able to use like a regular USB-C AC adapter. Micro SD card that Nintendo's selling apparently $59.99. I mean, there's definitely better ones like higher memory for that price, or not for that price, but you can get like 512, or you can get like something for like right around that price. So yeah, I wouldn't get that either. So really, all you really need, or all I'd say that is either essential or somewhat essential, is really just getting the Joy-Con 2, or sorry, getting the Switch, whatever bundle you want, and then maybe you might want a Pro controller, you know, but you don't really need anything else outside of that. So yeah. Do you think you can access the game chat without the C button? Yeah, you can access it. It's on the main. You gotta just look at the dash. Casual noob. If you look at the dash, you can see like the chat right there. So then you can just access it. You can just go to the home with the regular controller. Go to the home thing. go to the chat, and then you access the chat right there. Although you will not get integrated chat with the controller. So if you want to hear the game audio and chat, you won't be able to get that with the Switch 1 Pro controller. It's going to go through the system speaker, right? Or you need to have Bluetooth audio connected to it, right? If you have Bluetooth audio with that can talk and can also receive, then you're fine. So you can do that, but it's not going to be able to route it through the controller like the Switch 2 Pro controller can. Rob Navarro with the $1.99 says, do you think we'll see third-party docks like Switch 1? Yes, we will definitely see third-party docks, yes. Alejandro with, actually, wait a minute. No, we might not see third-party docks. We might, but it might not be as prevalent. And here's the reason why. The Switch 2 dock, it has a fan. So if a third-party dock doesn't have a fan, it's going to overheat your system, or it's just not going to work. Okay, no. The Switch 1 doesn't have a fan built in. There is no cooling at all. It self-cools. The Switch 2, it runs at a much higher clock speed and much more power docked, so there's a built-in fan. So no, we will not see as many third-party docks. Now, there might be some. Some people might build a third-party dock with the fan, but don't expect to see all the cheap third-party docks that we saw for the Switch 1, because you need a fan built in. So, and I would be very wary of a third-party dock with the fan. You know, I'd be very wary of that. So yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about it. Shout outs to Rob. Thank you for the $1.99 though. I appreciate that. Also, shout outs to Alejandro with the $5. Says, OJ, is there a parallel universe where current Zelda team makes DBZ and Naruto open world games? No, there is no universe that happens. No. I don't think so, Alejandro. Thank you for the $5 though. And Rob, thank you for the $2. Appreciate the support, guys. Shout outs. Let's go. Screen protector is essential in my opinion. I don't have a screen protector. I've never used a screen protector. So maybe it might be essential for some people, but I don't like them because sometimes they bubble up and sometimes they kind of make your screen look weird. So I don't like screen protectors. I've never liked screen protectors, but I think that, yeah, maybe you don't want to scratch your screen. So yeah, especially like with the LCD. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I hope Kingdom Hearts comes to the Switch 2 as well, Sean. Are you interested in a Switch 2 Lite at all? Not really, no. I have big hands. Will the Switch 1 be compatible with the Switch 2 dock? It might not be. I don't think so. It might not be. But it might be, but it might not be. Because that fan, I don't think that might mess something up. The one I'll probably get as a Pro Controller too. Apparently it feels good. Although the one I'll probably wait for is the Switch 2 dock. Okay, yeah. You don't really need... I think that you don't really need a Switch 2 dock right now. Like, a Switch 2 dock, getting an extra one, that's only if you're like... if you have somewhere else in the house that you want to play, you know. But even then, if you're going somewhere else in the house to play, you can just play portable mode. Like, the screen's huge, you know. And you get that 120 frames, you get the VRR, you know, you get that. But obviously you don't get the OLED if you have like an OLED TV, but you still get a lot of good features playing portable this time around, you know. Compared to portable mode in Switch 1 was a little bit rough. It was a little bit rough because the clock speeds, it was a little bit rough because of the screen. I mean, you have OLED, but it was a little bit rough because of that. But I think portable mode in this time around is actually better, you know. Hero Zone X200 with the $5. So Switch 2 hype, screw the haters and their useless Steam Decks. people get really mad like when you say like I'm good on Steam. Like, people get really mad. Like, some people get really mad. I couldn't care less if somebody doesn't like the Switch. Like, I really could not care less. If you hate the Switch, good. If you think it's the worst system ever, that's fine. If you think it's trash and not powerful, that's fine too. If you think that nobody should buy it, that's also fine. Nobody cares. Like, Nintendo fans, we've been not caring. And honestly, as a Microsoft and Sony fan, if I play those, I don't care either. If you hate Microsoft and Sony, I don't care. If you don't like their games, yeah, I don't care either. If you don't like Xbox games, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna play Fable. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know, so I don't care what people like or what they dislike. I just think it's just weird when some people try to project their anger on people over buying something else. Like, I don't think, like I said, I'm trying to think in my mind. I don't think I ever came after someone for selling something to get something else, like in a video. I don't think I ever have. Man, if I have, I'm hypocritical, but I don't think I've ever done that in that type of way. That just seems really weird for a middle-aged man to do. Like, for a middle-aged man with a kid and a family, that just seems really weird. Like, that just seems like I said mental illness, you know? Like, mental illness weird. Like, you're a grown man. You're grown. Like, why are you worried about what another grown man sells to get, like, for a video? Like, who cares? Dude, I don't care. You can sell every single Nintendo product. Dude, you can pirate and sell everything in the world. That's not my problem. I'm not Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if people do that. Let them do what they got to do. That's Nintendo's problem. If Nintendo can't sell the Switch 2, that's their problem. I'm going to do my best to talk about it and do say what I like and people want to buy it based off my recommendation, that's fine. But I don't care what people buy and sell like with their own hard-earned money. You guys work hard, right? Y'all work hard for your money. You guys work hard for your money, right? You guys work hard for your tech. Don't let nobody else tell you what you can buy or sell, what you can put your money towards. Like, that's crazy. Unless I'm bankrolling some of you guys, then maybe I'll care where you're spending your money because unless I claim you as my dependent. But if I don't claim you as my dependent on my taxes, I don't care what you do. The only people that I care about were, you know, I mean, obviously I got to look at, you know, my wife, how much she spent. We got to look at stuff like that. Yeah, I care about that. My son, maybe when I give him some money when he gets older, yeah, I care about that. But that's because they're on my taxes. You know what I'm saying? I'm head of the household. Now they're on my taxes. So I care about that. But if you're not on my dependent sheet, I actually don't give a damn where you're spending your money. And you really shouldn't. If they're not on your dependent sheet, if that person don't show up on your dependent, on your taxes, you should not care what somebody's doing with their money. Because that doesn't affect you at all. That's it with the $10 JOJO. That says, great evening, OJ. Hope we all as well. Here's you with the JOJO. Dono. And JOJO Fridays, music request, Metroid Fusion Overworld theme. Request, second request, F-Zero GX track any. All right, I got you, brother. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Metroid Fusion Overworld. All right. Yeah, I play on my monitor and TV. I could move the dock back and forth, but it gets annoying to set up after the 10th time. You know what you should do? You should move your PC and your TV to the point to where you can have an HDMI cord to where you can just unplug your HDMI cord. And that's what I did with my PS5. I was going to put my PS5 and my TV on this side of my room, but it would have been bad because I wouldn't have been able to move the cord over because my PC's down here for like my capture card. So what I did is I put my PS5 and my TV on this side of the room. So therefore my PC's right here, my capture card's right here, my PS5 is right here. So if I really need to, you know, move like HDMI cord, I can easily move it back and forth, like with a long HDMI cord. So you might want to just rearrange your room a little bit, and that can save you from having to buy two, you know, or having to have another dock or anything like that. So that's what I did, and then I just have a long HDMI for my PS5 that I can easily transfer over here if I need to capture footage. So I don't need to move my PS5 or get a second PS5 or something like that. So yeah, let's see here. Hero Zone with the $5 says, hey bro, it's the principle, LMAO. They should have cared about that when the PS5 and the new Xbox Series launched. Yeah, all of a sudden it ain't about principle no more, right? It ain't about principle then. It's like, all right, well I want it, so I'm gonna buy it. Oh, I want it, so I'm gonna buy it. You know. So yeah, but it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, let's see here. Metroid Fusion Overworld theme. I don't know if there's an Overworld theme for Metroid Fusion. I'm trying to look. It's not showing up here. So we're just going to play some Metroid Fusion music and then see what happens. Big love to Hero Zone. Appreciate you, fam. And also, we got JoJo boys. So you guys know what time it is. With the $10 JoJo, time for JoJo Friday, baby. My eyes are kind of recovered a little bit. That rant got my eyes to wake up, man. What's up, Jose? Welcome to the stream, brother. Exactly. Pay my bills, and then you can tell me what to buy or what not to buy. When you pay my bills, I think this is it. Shout out to Hero Zone, man. Appreciate you, though, fam. Seriously, appreciate you. Let's go. Actually, I did consider that. I might actually look into that. You didn't consider that? Yeah, look into it. Just rearrange your room. Rearrange your room and then get one of them long HDMI cables. And then bam, you're set. You'll be set. You don't got to need another dock. Because I was actually thinking about maybe getting another PS5. I'm like, oh, man, I have a PS5 here. I don't want to be moving it back and forth, even in the same room. But I'm like, that's irresponsible. That's so irresponsible. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. Let me just arrange my room and get a long HDMI cord. No, it's not good to be grandstanding. Yeah, it's really not. It's really not good to be grandstanding. I wanted to know because I didn't know if I have to keep my original Switch dock to hook up for my original Switch, and I didn't want to brick my Switch. Yeah, I think that for right now, I would say be on the safe side and Switch 1 dock for Switch 1 games, Switch 2 dock for Switch 2. Like, don't try to mix and match, you know? Like, I think that for right now, I don't think that's a good idea. But was the backlash from PC community more than you were expecting? I didn't expect people like a grown middle-aged man with a child and like a wife to make a video upset that I didn't expect that. Like I expect like commenters, users, yeah, like you expect that from users, but you don't. I mean, even if you don't like somebody and they're your peer, like you don't expect that from a peer. Like, and like I said, I'm not saying peers and like me and him are cool. Clearly, we're not, right? But I did not expect a video. And without the video, I don't think I would have had as many people, PC people, get upset. But he misconstrued and twisted it, you know, to where more people came over to hate. Now, once again, I don't care because like I actually got a lot of new subs and I made good money off of that video. So at the end of the day, nobody actually said anything that disputed my video. My video was solid. If my video was so bad, I would have had a bunch of actual like hardcore PC guys getting angry. It was just one dumbass. So it's like I'm not really upset or worried about that because it was nothing logical in the video. He was just ranting and raving and hooping and hollering, like having like a steroid breakdown or something like that. So he just ranted and raving and hooping and hollering over anything. Like the dude has monkey brains. So I didn't really worry about that. It was really just more about like people like flooding the video, like 1K views of people just calling me names and stuff, and like calling me bootlicker and names over me simply not actually disputing, like ad hominem. Like I don't have a problem debating Superman. We can debate till the cows come on. You know that. But like the ad hominem and all that, I didn't expect that per se, you know, like, and because of that, so you know that's fine. Like I said, that's his MO. His MO is to be weird, but like I said, I think he abuses steroids or something. I don't know. Like I think bad creatine. I'm not really sure, because he made no sense. Like he made absolutely no sense. Like as a grown man, a middle-aged man, you shouldn't be worried about what other people are buying and selling to buy towards something else. You know, like, that just doesn't make any sense. Now, if I'm making a bunch of bad points like Steam Deck is trash, nobody likes it. Steam Deck it doesn't play games good at all. Like it sucks. And there's like if I'm saying stuff like that, then feel free. It's a free platform. You can make every video or make everything that you want to make. But I made normal logical points that were fair, and I also gave Steam Deck its due. I gave it its flowers for having, you know, for doing what it does. So it's not like I was sitting there making up lies about the system. I was not, you know. I was just simply giving my opinion. So I didn't expect 1,000 comments. I expected some people to be upset because that's just how the internet is. But I did not expect 1,000 comments and a video from like some roided out weirdo, you know, dressing up playtime, you know, like that from a middle-aged man. Like I didn't expect that. Like incredibly insecure and immature, you know. So that's what I did not expect. But I did expect, you know, users to come and just call names. Like, yeah, I expected that, but not 1K. Dude, I don't think I even have any videos that have 1,000 comments. Like, for a 23,000 view video, for a 24,000 view video, 1,000 comments? That's insane. Like, most of my videos don't even get close to 1,000 comments. I have videos that are over 400,000 views, 500,000 views, and I've never had a comments hit 1,000. I don't even recall the last time I had comments hit 1,000. So that's never. I don't think that's ever even happened to me, even like on my best viewed videos. So I did not expect that. Did not expect you know, that situation. Yeah, like if you look at my top views, like for all my videos, like my top 5 videos that I've made, you know, 800,000 views, 700,000 views, 500,000 views, 400,000 views, 200 something thousand views. And like, we're talking about 200 something comments, 500 comments, 600 comments, 100 comments, 150 comments, or 160 comments, sorry, 260 comments. Like, I'm looking at all my top views, like none of them have even got close. Oh, Nate, never mind. You know who, dude, it's the PC crowd. Okay. The light bulb just went off, fam. The light bulb. It's anytime I say anything about PC, I actually have another video that has over 1,000 comments. It's the video that I made going on 4 years ago now. And the video that I made was, this is the title of the video. The title of the video is Nintendo shows exactly why they don't port Switch games to PC. And in that video, I discussed the massive sales numbers that Switch 1 games are having right now, to where they feel secure that the fact that since they sell so much, they don't have to port games to PC like PlayStation and Xbox, because they make so much money on their Switch games, there's no need. They can use that to sell their system. That was the crux of the video overall, because there was a lot of big sales in 2021. We saw big sales numbers. So that was the crux of the video. And that video has over 1,336 comments. So right there, the light bulb just went. I never connected the two until right now. Anytime you talk about the freaking PC community, even if you're not angry, or even they will come out in droves. Although I will say this, the dislike to like ratio actually wasn't bad. Most of the people that watched that video understood what I was saying, and I have over 4,725 likes to only 379 dislikes. So it's not like I was getting any type of crazy hate on that video. Oh, and I have another video. I have over, sorry guys, I thought I never had over 1,000, but I actually had another video over 1,000 comments. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD sales prove exactly what I've been saying. That video back in 2021, that one got over 1,083 comments for that video. That was a hot button though. A hot button thing was Skyward Sword. But outside of that, yeah, no other video that I've done has 1,000 comments. I got close. The video, the Tears of the Kingdom video that I did with the clown makeup, that was 947 comments. So yeah, it's very rare for my channel to get 1,000 comments on anything, which, you know, that's fine too. Actually, wait a minute, hold up. The Bayonetta boycott situation. The Bayonetta boycott is backfiring. That has over 1,427 comments. So, okay, I'm learning something here. Obviously, boycotts, backfiring, sales discussion, those type of things get people to just go crazy at times and comment their little hearts away, right? So I think that's what gets people to comment. My PS5 Pro scam video, that video has 1,150 comments. So that video does. All right, let's see here. So yeah, I think that's about it though. There might be another one. Okay, yeah. My worst third-party Nintendo Switch decision ever, Persona 5 video, has over 1,000 comments. Back then, Persona 5 fans were like the craziest people because they were refusing to believe that Persona 5 would come out to the Nintendo Switch. So anytime that you made a video talking about it, or if you discussed it, or if there was a rumor, they would come in swarms and swarm videos about that because they said it couldn't run even though it's a PS3 game. They said that there's an exclusive deal even though there wasn't. So that there was this. Like, they would make all these excuses why Persona 5 is not going to be on Switch 1. And anytime that you made a video, these PlayStation Gamatsu PS5 fans would swarm the video and comment on it and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, that's what they would do. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't think I have any. I mean, I might, but probably not. What's up, Steam Deck Lex? Secure the bag, OJ. Start talking about PC. I know. Listen, the funniest thing is that I kind of had like sometimes you have like an internal feeling about a video, and you know that this video can kind of rustle a few feathers, but you're not trying to rustle feathers. But you're trying to, like you might rustle a few feathers. And I actually have a video docked in, loaded, ready to go that I know right now, like it's pretty close to the Steam Deck video, but it's a video talking about the PC, like the hacking problem, right? And that has to do with PC and Steam Deck. And I have that, and I've had this video ready to go for two to 3 days. This video has just been sitting here in my schedule, and I haven't uploaded it, and I haven't set it to be public yet because I don't know if I want to remake the video. I think I kind of, because like some of the news in there is kind of old because like I haven't put it up yet, some like the gaming news. But I'm thinking about redoing the video, making it a bit more muted, and kind of talk about that. But I do think that there is a big problem with Switch. Like, Nintendo needs to make sure that they don't have the hacking situation. But that video is like sitting here, you know, like literally sitting here, ready to go. Like I could upload it right now, you know, and I haven't done it yet because I have a feeling it's too close to the it's too close to my other PC video. And people just get crazy. I don't really feel like dealing with that right now. But like, there's the thumbnail. The video's right there. It's ready to go. It's a nice thumbnail, you know. Like the video's ready to go. It's right there. But I don't. Like I said, I might want to wait, or I might want to redo the video, like redo it. I was thinking about putting Miyamoto's face down here though, like putting like, or like Furukawa's face or somebody's face right there. I think that might make it a little bit funnier than like two switch. Like there's no point in having two switches. So maybe you put Miyamoto, you put like Miyamoto, or you put like Furukawa's face right here, or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The thumbnail's good, but I mean, like, I think if I put Furukawa's face in the bottom, that might make a little bit more sense than having two Switch 2s. So I wasn't sure about the thumbnail either. So like, I just didn't have good vibes from the video. The video seemed like I was being I don't think the video seemed like I was bitter, but the video seemed like people are gonna take it the wrong way. You know, so I think I'm gonna re-record it. Like, and I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been recording videos, editing the videos, and being like, that doesn't sound right, and I just scrap the whole video and then I redo it. That's like my last, like, I've had like in my last 10 videos, I've done that like 3 times, where I've just uploaded a video, started editing the video, listened to it, I'm thinking people think that I'm gonna think something else, so let me just scrap the video, then re-record the video. The good news with doing that though is that you actually pick up on everything that you said before, and you pick the best parts and you leave out the worst parts, so the editing process is much faster. Drop the video, OJ. Let's go. I will re-record. I'll keep the same thumbnail. I'll change up the thumbnail a little bit. I'll keep the same thumb though, and what I'll do is I will what will I do? I will re-edit the video. I will reshoot the video with current news, and I will reshoot the video with like a little bit more sensibility, and then I will go from there. Like, I will go from there. From what I watched from coming from a PC guy, it sounds like a rational, level-headed video. People are acting like you said, wrong info about PC or something. Exactly. So I think it's just salt over Switch 2. Like, that's why I say, like, a lot of this backlash from Switch 2, it's not in good faith, right, PsychoPie? And the reason why I'm saying it's not in good faith is because you can't even be allowed to be excited about Switch 2. You're not even allowed to trade in something towards Switch 2. Like, how dare you do that? That's why I don't think it's all good faith. That's why I think that when the Switch 2 pre-orders come out, people are gonna get it, because a lot of it is actually in bad faith from some of these people online. And they're online, they're yelling all day, they're making videos all day. Some of it is actually in bad faith. Like, I didn't even say the fact that I'm even getting it. Like, we're not even allowed to get it, you know? Like, we're not even allowed to talk about it like that we're getting it, or we can't trade in, or we can't talk about trading in our stuff. People talk about trading in their Switch 2 or selling their Switches all the time. People talk about, oh, I sold my Switch, I don't play it no more, I don't do this. Like, people do that. That's a common thing for PC people. I've seen many PC people say that they sold their Switch, or they sold their Switch for a Steam Deck, or I don't play my Switch anymore. Do I care? No. That's your opinion. That's your business, you know? Let's see here. OJ, do you think the main problems with Steam Deck is it because it uses Linux? Because ROG Ally uses Windows and it's much better compatibility? Dude, I had a ROG Ally. I hate that crap too. So I don't know if that's the main thing or not. So yeah. Who's gonna get DCG heat from the PC crowd? Yeah, I definitely get DCG heat from the PC crowd. That's one thing. Like, if I ever mention PC, they go absolutely bananas. You know, they go bonanza. They go without the DK. They may go DK bonanza. They looking like DK bonanza in their mom's house with the race car beds. You know what I'm saying? But or like freaking looking like that dude from South Park. You know, like that dude that's playing the PC from South Park, looking like that dude. You know, so it's like some of these people like got no life. But like, in my opinion, at least, like, I don't know. Like, I think that's the wrong move. It's like, to me, like, let people play what they want to play. Like, I don't think that should be everything. Now, if you want to go after misinformation, I'm all down for going after misinformation. I'm all down for people, like, if you mess something up, go after that. Like, that's fine. But if someone just giving their opinion on a game, or giving their opinion and it's all like just opinionated, it's not misinformation. There's nothing to be upset about. Or like a system, there's nothing to be upset about. Let them say what they got to say, you know? Let's see. The thumbnail of the video will give your grave pirates. LOL. There you go. I think N64, PS1 console era, console wars. People are older now and grew out of the console wars mindset for some reason. I think that people definitely grew out of the console wars mindset for sure. But there's people that are just crazy. Like, you got to remember, guys. A lot of these people, like, you can't, like, and I know gamers, we like to sit here and think, oh, everybody's just normal. No. Everybody is not normal. We got people that are psychos out here. They think that they act like they might be normal, but just because somebody's a content creator doesn't mean they're not a psycho. We've got psychos, we've got narcissists, we've got people that should be on meds, we've got all sorts of weird people making content, acting like they're normal. They're not. We've got steroid abusers, we've got drug users. Content creation and the gaming community is a microcosm of society. Whatever happens in society It happens here. I know a lot of people like to think, oh no, everyone's Linus Tech Tips, or everyone's like Spawn from Spawn Wave, or everyone's just like, no, absolutely not. We have drug abusers, we have psychos, we have crazies, we have people that should be on meds, we have mentally ill people, and they completely project as if things are fine, but they have mental things going on. So I think that's the biggest problem that we deal with in our community when people say stuff online. You think everybody is in a normal mindset. Absolutely not. There are crazies out there that type all day and people think that, you know, oh, I'm just a normal, and they'll sit there and argue and act like they're normal. No, they're going through some stuff. Maybe they're going through abuse, they're going through relationship problems, they're going through whatever, right? All sorts of mental issues or all sorts of problems. And they try to make it seem as if everything's okay. Everything's not okay with them. And I think that's why we get so many people that are angry about things that are easily like, what a normal person would just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to buy that. Or, okay, that's no big deal. A normal person would think that. But these people online, they're like, ah! Like they freak out because they don't get what they want, or somebody says something they don't like. Have you guys ever met somebody that is, if they don't get what they want as an adult, they freak out, like a narcissist or like a selfish person? That is very common for people to be selfish or narcissists, right? Like narcissistic attitude or selfish people, that is a very common thing. You guys don't think content creators are like that? You don't think people that follow content creators that are like that are like that? I mean, we've seen it documented. We see guys like Darkside Phil. We've seen other people that come out. Like we have psychos that run things and try to act like they're normal. They're not. So that's why I say, like, there's mental illness with some of these people. Like there's a mental illness. Like they can have a bump. I mean, how many people have bad jobs? Like, you have a bad job, you go, you're slaving away at a job, or you're working away at a job, and then you come home and you got this person, this entitled content creator sitting there talking about your favorite piece of tech, your Steam Deck, for that crap Switch 2 when I'm over here working hard and I can't afford anything. I'm gonna be angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, it sounds funny that I'm saying that right now, but dude, it's totally the truth. People, they go to their bad jobs, they come home, they're angry, they like having cheap stuff, and they see somebody like me who, I get games for free, I make YouTube, you know, I make YouTube revenue, my job isn't like theirs, you know, and it pisses them off that someone like me will say that about something that's expensive when they don't consider me. What about me? I can't afford it. I can't, like, what about me? They can't, like, that's what people do, and that's why they get angry. It's projection. They're angry at their own situation. Because if you're not insecure, if you're secure in your abilities, if you're secure in your job, your family life, your relationships, your attitude, your health as a man or a woman, you should never be salty over someone trading in something else and making a financial good decision financially to help themselves out. But it's only when you have a mental issue that's something that's pissing you off in your life, or something that you're angry about, or something that you don't like, that you'd even get mad at that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So people got to realize that. People think it's just about, oh, we're trying to bash the fanboys and bootlickers. No, it ain't about that. It's about yourself. You just exposed yourself for being insecure or being upset or being mentally ill. Because nobody mentally well is going to worry about somebody else across the country or in a dip that you have no idea who that person is. Why are you going to worry about what systems they buy or what? That's mentally ill people. That's a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird. That's goofy. It's insecure and it's childish, right? So that's the thing that I would say. Like, it's just, like I said, so I didn't expect it to be like that, but it's just weird to me, you know? So yeah, let's see here. It says OJ spin the truth. People have issues. Yeah, people got issues, man. And that's the reason why. Like, Superpower Man, I know you good because, like, we can have any type of conversation and, like, we can be angry, mad about this or that. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just about a video game. It ain't like I sat there and said that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, disrespected you, like, you're, like, you know, said that, like, I don't know, like, you're broke or you're poor, you're like, or I'm sitting there, I'm bashing you. It's about video games. Like, our thoughts on that. Anybody that's sane isn't gonna sit here and get that upset about a purchase or about someone being excited for a Switch 2. Be excited about Switch 2, or being excited about, if you're excited about Steam Deck 2, or if you're excited about PS5 Pro, be excited. Like, I saw videos of people being excited for PS5 Pro. Did I sit there and say, no, how dare you? Like, nah. If you're excited about PS5 Pro, be excited. And have I made a few jokes about people being excited about Steam Deck? Absolutely, because I think it's funny. You know, like, but I have no problem with that. Like, but will I make a whole video and all? No, I've seen all sorts of videos of people saying Steam Deck is the best, Switch is trash compared to it. I don't get mad. It's like, okay, that's fine. If that's what you think, fam, that's what you think. Cool. You know? OJ, I think one of the things I see a lot of people say, like, Alex used to game on consoles. For people like me who grew up, played PC, consoles, never went through that phase. Yeah. Lost a friend 35 years who had MPD. What's MPD? You are right 100%, but it's a lot of the fellow citizens, dude. Lots of people are suffering right now. We need empathy. We do need empathy. We do need empathy. And that's the reason why I didn't make another video. Like, I get that, right? Like, I get that. But here's what I'll say to that. What I'll say to that is that you got to try to help yourself too. We have people suffering. We have people having problems. The last thing that you need to do is go after someone that's trying to help people with that. Have I ever been the person to not try to help people that are going through some things? You guys, I've had people, I'm just going to use this term because it's easy to use, but let's just say trauma dump, okay? I don't like that term and I don't like using that term, but let's just say that. If somebody here has trauma dumped, and I even got goosebumps, I don't like using that term, guys, but how many times have you guys had somebody come here and say, hey man, I lost my brother, I lost a family member, and what do? I stop everything that I'm doing and I'm talking about, and I empathize with them. Or, hey man, I'm going through a tough time. I do that. A lot of other streams, they'll just say, oh man, I'm sorry to hear about that, and that's that. I try to give people advice. We have somebody that lost their brother recently here. We stop, we talk about, say, hey guys, we let them know. So the last thing that you should do is go after someone who actually tries to help people with that. My stream's always been good for that, and everyone knows that I do that. There ain't no way that you don't. We do that all the time. So for me, I think it's weird. Like, we should have empathy, but coming after someone that does have empathy for people that are going through things, that's the last thing that we should be doing right now. Going after me because a PC video, and I was respectful towards it, so I don't think that's the right move, you know? Oh, narcissistic personality disorder. Oh, okay, yeah, that is that. So, all right, let me get this next music going though. Let's do that. This music, Metroid Fusion music's interesting. All right, let's see here. F-Zero GX. F-Zero GX. I'm excited about Switch 2 Fight Me. Listen, there's gonna be a lot of people excited to get the system. I think it's gonna do well. I have good, innocent, bad, evil people. Also want to say they have a light side and a dark side to us. I agree. We all kind of have our sides to us as well. I agree. I think, like I said, some people, sometimes they have, things go on in their life. They get upset and they, like I said, they see some YouTuber, making a video and Switch 2 is supposed to be bad. It's bad for the, and so they just get triggered. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to. They just get kind of triggered about, about their favorite piece of plastic or not, 70% of who watches YouTube makes YouTube as their outlet from reality. Exactly. Yeah, but sometimes people take what's going on online too. Sometimes they take that and they think they try to project that to everything. That's just not the case, Any news on Metroid Prime 2 and 3 coming before Prime 4 releases? Outside of the rumors that we've already had, but nothing that I can say definitively at this point. But yeah, we just have the same rumors that we've had before. So that's pretty much the, that's what we have right now at this point. But nothing else from that. I'm glad Nintendo Switch 2 console price isn't changing. That will be an exciting birthday gift for me for that week. Nice. Happy birthday, Anderson Blitz. Let's go. Make sure you stop by too. I mean, I can't wait to get the Switch 2 and to like play the games and go over the features and the system. Like, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're probably gonna do like I'm gonna see if I can do like a 6+ hour stream. So I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do a big stream. It's gonna be fun. So yeah. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. Gotta go. All right, take it easy, Gambit. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Yeah, we actually made it to the 3 hour. I thought my eyes weren't gonna hold up, but what I did is I just kept my head level here, so I didn't really look too much up at the light. So I think it helped out with that. So yeah. You gonna stream the Switch 2 unboxing? Yeah, I think like a Switch 2 unboxing, like a setting up video would be pretty good. I don't know. I don't usually do unboxing videos. Or like, I don't have the best setup for unboxings, but yeah, I might do something like that. I did an unboxing video for the Switch 1, so I think that an unboxing video for Switch 2 might be a good idea. Yeah. There are so many psycho people on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media. Just in general, crazy. It's crazy. I'm glad I didn't grow up with social media. It has ruined our youth in so many ways. You can say that again and again and again and again and again and again and again, Beauty Queen. Social media has completely tainted nearly everything overall. But Beauty Queen, that's the reason why I wanted to make the community. Isn't that one of the reasons why we have this community here? I wanted to make this community because part of that was social media. Part of that was what I saw from chat rooms and what I saw from stuff when I was, you know, back in the day. Like when we first started getting going on the internet with gaming news, I saw the toxic nature. I saw the crazies. I saw how bad gamers can be. I saw how bad people can be on social media, on everywhere. Like there were crazy social media sites back in the day that would show incredibly disgusting things, right? And I saw how crazy the world was with that. And I wanted to create an environment that was curated and blocked from that ridiculousness, you know. The technology once again became you know, available in like the 2010s ish and up, really more like the mid 2010s, like more like late 2010s, really, like for real, for anybody to be able to do it, no problem, ghetto connection or not. But that's the reason why I created Player Essence, because I wanted to shield out a lot of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to shield that out. So yeah, that was my thing, and I tried it, and I think it's been working so far. So yeah, but you're right about that. Obviously, there's only so much one little channel like mine can do, you know. I remember when SMS was BSS, but it wasn't for all consuming people. I'm not sure what SMS. I think I slightly remember what that is. I agree, yo, Sean. We're on the same page, brother. You know, people that are trying to force their opinions down your throat. So it sucks, man. I agree. It's just good to ignore them. Like I had somebody spamming Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart World. Price was like, Nintendo, I wish I'll boycott. I just blocked him. I'm like, dude, why are you like? And I looked on his page, he's just spamming it on like everybody's page. Like, dude, listen, just don't buy the game. Like I thought about asking him a question, like, dude, like seriously, just why don't you just not buy the game and move on? Like, why are you spamming it towards me? I'm a content creator. You think I'm gonna be dumb enough to not get the game? Why would I do that? That is like the worst career move ever. So like, why are you telling me to boycott the game? You've got to be a complete idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be mean, but like, why are you telling me to boycott? That'd be like the dumbest thing to do. I'm a content creator that covers Nintendo Switch 2, that covers content. I like Mario Kart. Why would I boycott the game? That makes zero sense to boycott the game. That makes no sense. You should never tell a Nintendo content creator to boycott something that's going to help pay their bills. So it's like people like that, just there's not even any point because they're only worried about themselves. Listen, I get the price thing, right? I get it. Like if you want to boycott, I support you. I support you, but I gotta worry about me and my family too. Like I support you in what you're doing. You want to speak up, I support you. You want to boycott, I support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna retweet your messages or anything like that, but I say, hey, look, you're entitled to that. But me? No, I want to play the game. I want to cover it. People are going to support. Like there's going to be streams. Like people pay. We have elite ninjas that want to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? Like that want to, you know, support and have it to where we can have regular game nights and streams so it supports what we do here. Why would I boycott it? That's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen. Like, so people try to sit there and stuff like that and then get psycho if I say, no, I'm good. Like, oh, you bootlicker, it's like, no, dude, what? Like, stop worrying about what I'm spending. Like, stop worrying about me. Just worry about yourself. You know, just worry. Like, you can rally your own supporters, but like, don't come over to me. You know, like, I do. It's a white Joy-Con. It's a white Joy-Con. Folks, common sense. OJ's not obliged to your social justice. Exactly. I'm not obliged to your social justice cheerleading. So yeah. Does boycotts do work? See, Wii U. Nobody boycotted the Wii U. People just didn't buy it because they didn't think it. One, a lot of people didn't even know what it was, and two, there wasn't enough games fast enough. It wasn't like there was like a conscious move to boycott the Wii U. There really wasn't. People just didn't want to buy it. Just like there wasn't a conscious move to boycott the Vita. There wasn't a conscious move to boycott like the any failed system really, most of the time there is no conscious move to boycott something. But I covered the Wii U, and there was not any real conscious move. Just people just didn't want it. It was just, I don't want it, you know. So yeah. Let the sales speak for themselves. Yeah, but that's not a, just because something doesn't sell, that doesn't mean it's not a, that doesn't mean it's a boycott. A boycott is a conscious, active movement to purposefully not support something because you disagree with how something is, or because of what that is what a boycott is. Like some people are calling for boycotts of the Switch too, right? But that's because of something that they did. Wii U, I covered it. There wasn't any boycott. People were just like, okay, well, what are the games? Oh, the games didn't look appealing. The third-party support didn't look appealing. Like, oh, well, I'll buy it if they actually release some games that I like. And they took too long to get the games. If there was actually a bunch of lit games on the Wii U and there's a bunch of good features that people liked and all that, then it would have sold well. But it wasn't the case. People didn't like the games as much. People weren't buying it. So, but there really wasn't any real conscious move. Some people didn't even know what it was. The marketing was bad. You know, people didn't even know what the Wii U was. They thought it was a tablet attachment, right? Like, we've heard that a million times. So, yeah, it wasn't really a conscious boycott. I mean, there were some people, but there wasn't really any movement, like, online to just boycott it, you know? Let's see, kind of locking themselves into a tablet cost screwed from being aggressive on dropping the price. It did, agreed. That tablet cost like almost like $100, you know, in terms of like market value to make. So that locked them into not being able to drop the price very much. So yeah, for the longest time I thought the tablet, it was tablet for the Wii. There you go. Lucario got cooked on that one. All right, so thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream tonight, guys. We're gonna wrap it up on there for JoJo Fridays. We're gonna play one more JoJo though. We gotta play one more time JoJo. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We hit our 3-hour mark. I'm happy that my eyes actually made it through. Thank you. We hit 119 on the board. Thank you guys for all the donos today, man. You guys were great yesterday. You guys were great today. We will be back for the spawn. I should be okay for the Spawncast pre-show. We'll see how my eyes hold up for tomorrow. Hopefully they hold up well. So we'll be back for that. And yeah, thank you guys for the Pink G. She said she wanted to be the Elite Ninja, Hokage, and Street Ninja for the whole time. She was. So nobody beat that out. So shout outs to Pink Ratina. And big love to everybody that dropped donos today, man. Hex Zero. Big love to all the Elite Ninjas, Bead Queen, Party Man, you know, Vadset, Lucario. Shout outs to everybody coming here, Superpower Man, Netflix, Angel Page. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for coming in and watching. Everybody here that's Elite Ninjas, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much, man. Rob Navarro, Alejandro, Hero Zone, Midoriya K, Super PC Soldier, Alan E, 66 months as well. So, oh, I forgot to read this. It says the Switch 2 in Canada is $630 maple syrup dollars. Cheaper than I thought it would be. Shout outs to Alan. Thank you for the $10 dono too, man. Appreciate you. Alejandro, I think I did that when I was ranting. Darm X, Pink G, thank you guys so much. Rob, thank you guys for another donos, guys. Appreciate that. Polk UFO as well. Thank you. Christopher Lenton, DeAndre, thank you guys for the support, man. You guys are awesome. Shout outs to the Combo Breakers. We went
Even further beyond.
My eyes held up tonight, so it's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest tonight, man. I had a nice barbecue tri-tip sandwich today, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. I love the barbecue tri-tip sandwich from this sandwich place that I go to. It's so good. I hung out with my old friend, one of my old friends that moved back into town, so that was great. So I'm feeling pretty good today. My boy's feeling good. I just need to go get my wife some dinner. I need to go buy her. I bought her a salad from this sandwich place, and she hated it. She said the chicken is not cooked all the way through. It's like one of those, like, you know, grilled chickens that are like, it's not like char grilled chicken. She likes like the char grilled or like the crispy chicken. It's like one of those like white chicken, right? Like the basic chicken. So she didn't like that. So I'm gonna go buy her some dinner tonight. I'm gonna go get her some dinner from a place that she likes, and then I'm probably just gonna relax. I might edit tonight though. I might edit. So you guys might get a video tomorrow morning. You guys might not, but I think I'm gonna edit tonight. I think I'm gonna re-edit that PC video that I made, or maybe I'll listen to it. I'll listen back to it and I'll see what's going on with that. So Jason's Delivery? Nah, we don't have one of those. Yeah. I'm gonna take Sunday off. I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take Sunday off. I'm gonna maybe go out of town. I'm not sure. I'll probably stay here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys, love y'all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate that, and we will see you guys back. Oh, I have other videos though. I did do a video talking about the exhaustion with Mario Kart. So, if you want to see my video on that, you can watch my video on that. We have the pre-orders covered as well. So check out my video on that if you guys want to see it. So thank you guys so much. I'm definitely going to take maybe Sunday and Monday off. So thank you guys so much for coming out to JoJo Friday. Appreciate you guys. Combo breaks in the house. And yeah, we'll see you guys for tomorrow's, hopefully, Spawncast pre-show if my eyes hold up. I might take off Saturday, Sunday. I might take off both days, Saturday, Sunday. I might take a few days off just because today's been crazy. But yeah, I'll probably edit tomorrow for sure. I'll probably edit a video too for tomorrow. So, all right, guys, love y'all so much. Peace.